So keep in mind, I'm butt naked, laying in this bed, eating cereal, and I hear the door open, and I'm like, who the heck is that? Make sure y'all watch this video from the beginning to the end. This is the full story.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
All right, y'all. Here go another one of them hood stories that y'all been asking for. So, me and Al, we just left Flint, Michigan, and we was going down to Atlanta to stay with my auntie. And so we caught the Greyhound down there. Now, there wasn't nothing really excited that happened from Michigan to Atlanta. Nothing really happened at all. So I'm just going to bypass all that. So when we get to Atlanta at the bus station, my auntie and my uncle and a couple of my cousins was there to pick us up. Now, where they stayed at was not Atlanta. It was Covington, Georgia, right? Covington. So you got Conyers, you got Covington. It's like the outskirts of Atlanta, you know, like Stone Mountain, because people think that Stone Mountain and Decatur is Atlanta too. It's not. It's like the suburbs. It's an outskirt. So we stayed on the outskirts. The closest mall to us was, I believe, Stonecrest Mall. So anyway, we get to, they stayed in this cul-de-sac called Settlers Grove. And Settlers Grove, when we got there, like there was different hoods in Covington, but apparently Settlers Grove was the weakest, apparently, at this time. But in past times, it was said that Settlers Grove was the strongest. Now, if y'all know anything about Atlanta, where they got gangs and stuff now, well, they been had gangs, but it's way worse now. But back then, we were just basically neighborhood banging, right? So you had Settlers Grove, and I really can't remember the other neighborhoods. It was so long ago. But anyway, my cousin Derek, right? When we got to my auntie's house, you know, he was like, "Hey, just wait for us right quick. We gonna introduce you to everybody." And y'all know me, I'm solo dolo. I don't need nobody to to bring me in. So I think Derek was waiting for his girlfriend to pull up or whatever, and so Al was with Derek and my cousin Randy and all of them. So they all at my auntie house. So I just instantly shoot off, right? So I'm about to go mob the neighborhood. And mobbing the neighborhood is basically you just walk in and, you know, saying who is who and what is what. So I get to mob in the neighborhood. So I'm walking and I get, which way I went? Okay, so I went to the left and I'm walking down the street. I see two dudes over here. I'm like this. They do like this. They're like, "Hey, Shawty, where you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Michigan." They're like, "Oh, okay, cool. All right." And they like, who you know out here? I'm like, my cousin DK and Rambo. They were like, oh, this your folks? That's your people? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, okay, bet. So I'm like, all right. So I walk off, keep going, right? Now, I'm going to say it's like, okay, so you keep walking. I maybe walk for maybe 3 minutes and I see this lady cutting her grass, right? And I see her daughter, like, on the side. I guess they doing, planting flowers and doing landscaping in the yard or whatever. So I'm looking at the daughter. Now, before y'all start playing military mind games, the daughter was grown in a mug. I think she was 19 or 20. And at this time, I was 19. So I see the daughter, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay, not bad. So I walks up there. I walks up on them. I'm like, how you doing, ma'am? Can I cut y'all grass? The lady was like, nah, me and my daughter got it. And she was like, well, are you from here? I was like, no, I just came up here from Michigan. I'm just trying to make a little money right quick. So she was like, oh, okay, I see you a hustler. I said, well, I mean, I just got here. She was like, who your people out here? And I told them my auntie and stuff. She was like, okay, yeah, I know them. They moved in the neighborhood not too long ago. I was like, yeah, they cool. So she was like, okay. So she was like, well, this is my daughter, Desana, right? So I said, hey, how you doing? So let me tell you how I do it, right? So I grabbed her hand like this, right, and did like this. Right. So then her mom was like, boy, you don't be doing that. You ain't about to get my daughter pregnant. I said, no, I'm not like that, ma'am. That's that Michigan charm right there. Don't nobody do that in Michigan. Only y'all do that. Hey, y'all hit that like button and stop playing games. So she was like, well, I need to run to Home Depot right quick. This is the mama talking. She said, I need to run to Home Depot right quick. So she was talking to her daughter, like, do you need anything or whatever? And she was like, yeah, get some type of seeds or whatever. So the mama leave, right? So the girl just shining like, dude, where is you really from? I was like, I'm from Flint, Michigan. She was like, you sure you ain't from Detroit? I said, no, I mean, I was born in Detroit, and, I got some people in Detroit, but no. I was like, why? She was like, cuz, you don't act like a Flint dude. I was like, what you mean by that? She was like, because they just so rude and disrespectful and stuff. I done met some Flint people. I said, huh? She was like, yeah, and they just so violent and this and that. And I was like, whoa, hold on. Everybody ain't like that, right? So she was like, dude, I heard people get shot every day. Have you got shot? I said, yeah. She was like, see, and that's what I'm talking about. But that's another story for another day for y'all. So I'm like, but it's really not that bad, but in hindsight, y'all, when you in the middle of BS and you a part of the BS, you don't see the BS because you're a part of it. You're a part of the problem. So anyway, so I'm like, man, I heard y'all Georgia girls is real scary. And she was like, what you mean by that? I was like, you know what I'm talking about? She was like, what you mean? Now I was like, you know what I'm talking about. She was like, look, boy, I don't play games. I said, hold on, I don't play games neither. So she was like, so what you mean we scary? I said, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go in the house. She was like, heck no, my mama would kill us if we go in the house. I said, all right then, well, let's go behind here, behind the house or whatever. Right? And she was like, I got a boyfriend. I was like, but you entertaining the conversation. And so she was like, man, no, my boyfriend, he crazy. And, he be fighting dudes. And listen, she was not lying at all. She wasn't lying because, well, let me finish the story. So I'm like, but you entertaining it right now. You smiling and all this and that. So I get up on her, right? Now back then, y'all, I had the 360 waves, I had the cuts in the eyebrows. I didn't have this. I couldn't grow no facial hair for nothing. So I got all up on her, right? I like hugged, not the church hug, like I got all up on her, right? So I got to like kissing on the neck and all this and that, right? She was like, boy, you better stop. Don't you leave no hooky on me. I was like, man, I know how to kiss, right? Chill out. Now listen, I done told y'all in prior stories that I don't kiss on the lips. That's a no-go, right? But I kiss on the neck, I whine and dine just a little bit. So she was like, boy, come on, let's go. So she lead me to the back of the house. Now, due to the explicitness of what happened, I'm going to leave it out. But just put it this way. I handle my business, right? I handle my business in the back of the house, right? Now, we was outside standing up. If I ain't got to give y'all detail for detail. But we was in the backyard standing up, and I handle my business. Right, so when we got done, and I know what some of y'all thinking. I know what all y'all thinking, too. Y'all like, oh, he ain't say nothing about putting no... See, that's why I say stay in your bedroom. Don't be worried about what I did in my bedroom. Yes, I did have a rubber, all right? Well, actually, she had the rubber. So, we do what we do. Now, and remember, y'all, this day one, me fresh off the Greyhound. So we go back in the front yard. Now we sit on the porch talking, right? And I see this Monte Carlo shoot up the street like boom. and I see two dudes coming up the street. She's like, oh, there go my boyfriend, right? Her boyfriend was this dude named Big Chevy, right? So Big Chevy, and it's crazy because he drives a Chevy. So he fly past us. Now we sit on the porch, and I guess he zeroed in on the cats that he was looking for because they coming up the street. So he hurry up and pull up on them, and he jump off. He like, yeah, what's up? What's up? You talking to my B? You talking to my B? You F my B? He was talking about Desana, right? So I guess these two dudes been going back and forth about her, and I guess they finally ran into each other. So they end up scrapping right then and there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like a tie, and Big Chevy end up like hitting him, and dude stumbled, and then Chevy like boofed him, and then got on top of him, but dude was hitting him with these, blocking. Now, Big Chevy basically told the other dude, his homeboy, like, you better not jump in because you already know what had happened and this and that, right? So she was like, hey, I think it's best that you leave. So I like, all right. So as I'm walking like, okay, so his car is like this in the middle of the street, like slanted. And they like right here, and as they getting up, he putting his shirt like back on because it was like halfway off. And he looked, man, I promise y'all, me and him basically made eye contact just like this, y'all. And he just got this car and drove back in the driveway where Desana was at, and they got out and they was arguing whatever was going on, right? So I just keep walking, right? So it was these three dudes that came out of nowhere. And that's why I said, like, even though, this ain't Atlanta, it's the outskirts, it still go down out there in Rockdale County. It still go down in Conyers. It still go down in Covington. It still go down in Stone Mountain, Decatur, Lithonia. Yeah. So, these three dudes come out of nowhere. This dude named Ed, that looked like a overgrown, buff Ludacris, and this dude named Will that looked like T.I. I actually thought it was T.I., but there's another story I'm gonna tell y'all about Ed and Will, and I forgot the other dude name. But they come out of nowhere, and he like, hey, Shawty, where you from, man? Your name Westside? Your name Westside? So I told y'all about Westside. Westside was my cousin Tanshay boyfriend, and I guess prior to they Will was getting into it with Westside over the phone, and I guess they thought I was Westside, so they pressed me like they was pressing up on me, right? So they was like, your name Westside, your name Westside. Now, aggression back then was met with aggression. So I was like, no, I ain't no Westside. They're like, you sure? I was like, man, I ain't gotta, if I'm Westside, gotta say that. So they're like, oh, well, who your people? Who you out here with? I'm like, man, I'm out here by myself. So they like, oh, for real, man, you better not be Westside. I was like, okay, if I was, and what? So at this time, my cousin Derek and Rambo, they coming around the corner like just on time, because I'm ready to book. And when I say book, I'm ready to throw them, because you already, now, and I get it, mistaken identity, I get it, but it's the same time, like, you ain't about to press me like that, right? So they like, is this Westside? They're like, no, this is my cousin Dante or whatever. He from Michigan. Oh, they was like, oh, okay, my bad, bro. Not bro, bruh. They say bruh. My bad, bruh. Man, we thought you was this dude Westside, man. So I was like, so if I was Westside, what would have happened? So he was like, man, don't even start that, bro. Don't even worry about that. So we all talking, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when that happened, and I get it. I remember in Flint, if you would come in our neighborhood and we didn't know you, or you was getting pressed, and 9 times out of 10, hands would have been laid also. But that's when I was young and stupid, right? So, I guess they did what they supposed to do, but it just rubbed me the wrong way, because I just don't like nobody checking me and You know what I'm saying? Even if it's mistaken identity, when you checking me, I feel like you coming at me the way that you coming at me, so we can handle that, and then we can sort it out later, right? So we all talking, so we just walking, and we all chopping up, we all talking. So now at this time, everybody mobbing up now. Now we went from me, Al, Derek, Rambo, some other dude that was with him, so that's 6. Ed, Will, the other dude, so it's 10 of us. And then like some other dudes came with us, so we like running 15 deep. So they telling me like, yeah, sometimes it be these dudes from the other neighborhood that come through here, and you know, they be like trying to fight and like jump us type of shit, right? And I was like, well, shoot, why y'all don't be mobbed up? He like, yeah, they be coming out here like 10, 15 deep, and you know, the hood ain't like it used to be. And I was like, I mean, if they come through, then we just gonna get out, right? So they like, yeah, all right, and all this and that. So we just mobbing the neighborhood, and this dude come out of nowhere. He was like, hey, y'all going to the fair? And I was like, y'all got a fair? He was like, yeah, man, it's a lot of, you know, girls out there, whatever, but it's a lot of gang members, and there's other hoods there too. Remember, y'all told y'all Settlers Grove at this time was the weakest hood or whatever. So I'm like, man, forget that. Want y'all just grab y'all homeboys, and we just go mob up there, right? So we end up going up there about 30 deep. Now you hear 30 deep is a lot of dudes, but you talking about compared to 70, 80, 100 dudes on 100 dudes over there, 100 dudes over there. I'm talking about a sea of dudes, right? And it's 30 strong. So, you know, back in Flint, my crew at its max was maybe 15. So y'all thinking like, yo, we 30 strong out here, man. We you know, we invincible. So we get out there, and you feel the tension. You feel the tension. You got cats ice grilling. You got dudes mean mugging, but you got the females out there too. So, you know, but you feel the tension. This is when I met Homicide, the guy that I be telling y'all about who I was locked up with. This is the day that I met Homicide. So, like I said in the prior video, so we all went up to the fair. We rolling 30 deep. I'm feeling like we invincible, but you got dudes by the hundreds over here, about 80 dudes over there, and these is all rivals, right? So, I see this chick, man. I'm like, oh, I forgot. Westside was there too. So hold on, time out. So for the people that don't know who Westside is, Westside was dating my cousin Tootie, right? Ed and Will had beef with Westside. In the prior story, when I was walking the neighborhood, Ed and Will and this third dude approached me and tried to press me, thinking I was Westside. So I'm just catching y'all up if y'all haven't watched the first part of this. So, you know, we all out there, we mobbed up, and I'm looking at the females. These females decent. So I walk up to one of these chicks and I grab her by the hand. I'm like, yo, you know, I'm all smiling in her face and all this. Dudes looking at me sideways, ice grilling and all that, right? So I'm talking to this chick. I think her name was Tanya, Tanya, one of them names. Right now, she got golds all in her mouth. She got the gold right here and the gold right there at the bottom. Roll down here, gold out. She got gold chains and all that. Got the nose ring and everything. I'm all up on her, right? No. Her name was not Tanya. Her name was Michi. My fault, y'all. Her name was Michi. My fault, y'all. Her name. Shout out to Michi. Right? So I'm talking to her. She was like, where you from? And I'm like, from Michigan. She was like, yeah, I could tell, man. You sound like a white boy. You sound all proper. I'm like, what? Listen, now, let's do a poll right quick. Do Dante sound proper? I barely can pronounce my words, and this girl gonna tell me that I sound like a white boy, right? So anyway, I'm talking to her, right? And she was like, did you drive here or did you walk? And I was like, oh, I just got here off the bus, man. I'm walking. She was like, I don't deal with no broke right? I was like, God dang, baby, what's you? Won't you spend some of that money on me? Oh, these gold chains, and I'm touching her like this, you know. She had a little rack on her, so I'm like, man, you got all these gold chains on you. Look at you, got gold in your mouth. I was like, shoot, won't you spend some of that money on me? She was like, boy, you silly. I said, yeah, I can show you how silly I can get too. So at this time, West Side comes out of nowhere. Now, if y'all know West Side is loud, obnoxious, and he is a super blood. He's the biggest blood in Atlanta, on the west side of Atlanta, okay? He's the biggest blood of all bloods, right? Now, I'm exaggerating. So if anybody from Atlanta that see this video, like, man, he ain't this, he ain't that. No, it's a joke, okay? If y'all know West Side, y'all know West Side. So West Side come out of nowhere. Man, what's up, DK? Talk to my cousin. They used to call him Donkey Kong because he could fight real good. And, you know, I guess they called him Donkey Kong. And his little brother, they called him Rambo because he was a shooter. So he come out of nowhere with his shirt off, all ripped up, and got a red bandana. Like, oh, what's up, DK? What's up? And all this and that. And, you know, Ed and Will is right there. And, you know, West Side there were like 20 bloods, right? And remember, y'all, this is gangland. This is hood land. Every hood, every gang in that area in some parts of Atlanta is all there, right? So it's a little friction. Next thing you know, so I'm pretty sure Ed and Will knew that this was West Side, but I guess they didn't want the static with the bloods. So, you know, we just all chopping and we all talking. Now, this is when I meet Homicide. So, I told y'all, Homicide, like 6'8", maybe about 270, 280, big dude. He come. Now, when you see a crowd of people, or like a big crowd of people, or sea of people, you can tell when somebody coming through because people start parting like this, right? Like the Red Sea. So, Homicide is running through this crowd, right? I guess, see, Homicide, he a blood too, but at this time, I want to say he was a GD, or I think it was a GD, because I remember he used to wear like this black bandana all the time, and he kept, I don't know, I think it was a GD, but I know later on he became a blood. So I see him busting through the crowd, right? And me and him end up locking eyes. He running this way, and I'm looking at him, and we just lock eyes, and he just dart off that way. And I see about 15 dudes running this way, right? I guess they was chasing him. So that was that. So Michi, which is the chick I was all up on that had all the gold on, she was like, what y'all doing? No, she was like, where y'all from? And I was like, I'm from Settlers Grove. And she was like, y'all from Settlers Grove? I said, yeah. She was like, man, y'all, them niggas janky. Y'all niggas janky. I said, hold on, baby, listen. I don't know what them dudes used to do, but we here now. I don't know what was going on prior, how, you know, y'all saying janky and all that, but no, we here now. No, all that ends now because we here. We them dudes now, right? So she's like, okay. So I was like, did you drive here? She was like, yeah, I got my granny car. I said, imagine that. You gonna talk down on me talking about did I walk here and all this and I'm broke and all this and keep it real with y'all. Y'all know I keep it 100, keep it a buck. To my Philly cats, I keep it a bean. I was broke. I was broke than a motherfucker, right? So I'm like, man, you drive your granny car. So she was like, y'all want to go to this party tonight? Now, it was a party. It was a warehouse, a club, but it was a warehouse, though. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to pick you up. So I gave her my auntie address, and we got up out of there because it started getting real crazy. Like, fights that started popping off, and people got to shooting. So everybody dispersed, and that was the end of that. So this is where I meet Tor T. So we back in the neighborhood. Dudes coming up to me. My cousin DK introducing me to everybody. So we just mob in the streets, right? This is where I meet Tor T. So Tor T is a Crip from Atlanta. He is a official Crip from Atlanta. And a lot of his Crip guys would come out there and just chill with him. So you see us re-rolling, like, at this point, we like 50 deep, right? Walking the neighborhood. And then you see about 20, 25 dudes in all blue coming this way. So, everybody kind of knew each other except for me and Alan, you know, whatever. And you could tell there was a little bit of tension, you know, between the two groups. And, but nothing really happened. So we talking, and somehow me and Tor T just clicked. We just clicked. Have y'all ever known somebody, like you just met somebody for the first time and y'all just like clicked? So me and him just talking, and you know, we chopping it up, and we like, yo, you going to the party at the warehouse? He like, heck yeah, I'm going to the party. Man, we went to that party, y'all. This is my first time ever going to an Atlanta party. When I say it was turned all the way up. Now, I done been to some wild parties, and I'm not the type of dude that's gonna hold the wall. Dante is always out front. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of stiff, but you know, I try to dance. You know, I dance just a little bit, okay? Just a little. You know, I done mastered my little two-step, right? So I ain't ashamed. I'm not holding the wall, right? Man, when I say I done been to some wild parties, even with my white friends, when there was a lot of drugs and alcohol involved. But this party, you got women in thongs, no bra. You got chicks in there, and these is not even strippers. These is just regular chicks in Atlanta. And I'm talking about they tooting that thing up. Now I could be wrong, but it was rumored that, y'all remember the dude from the Yin Yang twins, I think D-Rock, the one with the messed up hand or whatever, he was up in there, and Pastor Troy was up in there too, right? When I say I ain't never, and when I say never, I ain't never been to a party that was so turned all the way to the max. I'm talking about to the maximum. Put it this way. Before we got there, we stopped at the liquor store, right? I got me 5 Magnums, and I wasn't even planning on even messing around with no chicks, right? I mean, I wasn't even planning on messing with Desana earlier that day. If y'all don't know who Desana is, y'all gotta watch the first part of this video. When I stepped in there, y'all, so this chick, so y'all know I like to dance, so I'm on the dance floor, right? I'm doing my little two-step. You know, Dante got a little two-step, right? So this chick, the slim, thick chick, she jump up on me, and like she wrap her arms around me, and this is one of these chicks in the thong, right? And no top. Cause I'm on, cause a lot of dudes really went in there dance. It was mainly the chicks dancing. You know, had some dudes like waving and stuff, and a lot of dudes were just ice grilling and mean mugging, cause all the hoods was there and the gang members was there. But here I go, you know, dancing. So I guess the chicks gravitated to me. So there's one chick that had no top on and a thong. She jumps on me and hold me closer, like, you know, rocking on me, like I'm holding her, like gripped up. I'm holding her up, you know, her legs wrapped around me, and she dancing on me. I'm like, okay. And she got to trying to unbuckle my pants right there on the dance floor. I'm like, yo, oh. So I'm like, what? I'm like, what you trying to do? She was like, give me, I want some D. I want some D. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on, baby. So, you know, I'm holding her up, and she had to weigh maybe 110, 115. So I'm holding her up, and I'm going this way with her towards the corner. So I get the magnum out, rip it like this, right, and throw that thing on there, and then I move that thong to the side, and, you know, I'm doing the frog style. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember off of Baby Boy when Melvin was messing around with Jody Mama, and, you know, they was doing the frog. That's what basically what was going on. So I'm right there doing the frog, you know, holding her up like this, and, you know, doing what I do best, right? And I wasn't even planning on to do that. That wasn't even in my catalog to do that, right? So after I do what I do, you know, she got hers, I got mine, and you know what I'm saying? I let her down because I was tired at this point. So then, I forgot to tell y'all. So my cousins that was coming over like, oh, I see you, Dante. Right? Tor T coming over there like, man, let me hit that next. So, of course, you know, crazy, right? So, we end up doing, we get done what we doing. So Al was like, yeah, I see you over there. Here we go. So now, I'm back in the midst of it. You know, I'm drained. I'm kind of tired, but I'm still hyped because of how the crowd is, right? So this other chick come to me, and she was like, yeah, my homegirl said that you got that, you know what? And now at this time, y'all, I'm thinking she talking about some powder, like some powder or something, because she kept doing that. She was like, yeah, my homegirl says you got that work. But I'm thinking, like, I don't sell powder, I don't sell drugs. But I guess what she's saying that, you know, I got that you know what, right? So I'm like, nah. She was like, yeah, I want some. I was like, you want some what? She was like, I want some D. And I said, what? Now listen, I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh, this cap and oh, Dante stretching the truth. Let me tell y'all something. There's one thing that I don't do. I never have to do this. Listen, I ain't never been the one ever that had to lie on the people's jewels. If I tell you I done did it, then that's what happened. I ain't never had to lie on the people's jewels ever. So if I tell y'all it happened, then that's what happened. Now y'all hit that like button. So she's like, I want some D. Now, remember y'all, I was young at this time, so, you know, I could get it right back up and get back to the action. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, you know, she a little short thing. She's slim, thick too. I said, all right, come on, man. So at this time, she got into a 3-point stand. And if y'all don't know what a 3-point stand is, so basically, well, y'all know what a 3-point stand. I call it the kickstand, right? So she basically her feet was like this on the ground, and she bent over and touched the ground with her hand, and you know, I got behind her and I did what I did, right? And you know, she exploded, and I didn't get to, because you know I was already drained, but I handled my business, and we did what we did, and she walked off, and you know, at this time, I'm kind of tired. Now, guess who comes in? Michi. Oh, yeah. Michi comes through, and Michi was looking so damn good. So she come over there, and I see her. She with, like, I don't know, like some supermodel-looking type of chicks, man. It was 3 sisters. They was Latino and black. It was Starisa, Elena, and I could be saying this wrong. Starisa, I don't know. I know it got Risa in it too, like her other sister, and they came there looking bad. So I guess there was a part, like in high school, when it was a high school, I guess there was a part, they were like majorettes or something like that. And they went in there, they got the cutting up, right? So then, after maybe like, because at this point, y'all, I'm like kind of pushed back a little bit. You know, I'm reserved because I done knocked off 2 chicks already up in here. So I'm good at this point. But then Michi, after about 15 minutes of her doing what she do and all this and that, she came right over there to me. And she was like, oh, so you showed up? I said, yeah. She was like, you better not been effing none of these H's up in here. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, you heard what I said. You better not be effing none of these H's up in here, because these some nasty bees. And they'll F you just off the strength that you from out of town. And I was like, man, ain't nobody thinking about none of these chicks in here, knowing I just knocked 2 of them out the park, right? So I'm like, no, man, heck no, what type of guy you think I am, right? Now look, this still day 1, fresh off the Greyhound. So it was Desana first, then these 2 chicks here at the party, so that's 3. And you know, now Michi all up in my face. But now this one is about to get real sticky. Now, y'all know in every hood, in every neighborhood, there's always that main guy, the main dude that everybody love, everybody respect, and at some degree, everybody fear. Well, in Settlers Grove, there's a guy named Lil Rob. And this dude, I swear, not to God, but I promise y'all, this dude looked like Lil Boosie. This dude really looked like Lil Boosie, and he carried himself like that too. But he just really wasn't. I mean, we heard the stories about when Boosie was younger, he was toting a pistol and shooting. Lil Rob was a real cool dude that favored Lil Boosie, right? And everybody had respect for him. So, what I did not know, that Michi was his girl. So she all up on me smiling. She got me. So I'm my back against this pillar, right? And she just all up on me, like her back. She all relaxed all up on me. And y'all gotta understand. Right now, y'all know I'm out of shape right now, but y'all gotta understand. Dante, back in them days, you know, I had the physique of an Olympus god back then. Y'all gotta understand, I had the 8-pack, I was chiseled, I was golden brown, all of that, right? So I was an Olympian back then. So, you know, she all just got her shoulders and back laid against me, got a little bubble butt right there all up on me, right? And she got my hands like right there, because she had some coochie cutters. Now I don't know if y'all remember that. See, I was born in 88. So I don't know if y'all know what coochie cutters is, but it's like some shorts that's like cut like right there, like by the crouch area or whatever. So she got both my hands like tucked right there. And so you say, well, why you even bring up Lil Rob? Because Lil Rob just came in the building. Rob comes in. Keep in mind, I don't know Rob. I don't know that this is Rob chick at all. Hold on, let me, the dang train coming through. I don't know that this is Rob chick at all. So he coming in with about 15 dudes, and they beeline straight over there to us. And remember, y'all gotta picture the scene. Picture, I'm laying against the pillar, standing up, right? And his girl is in between my legs, standing up with her butt on me, and she got like her pants unzipped with her shorts unzipped, you know, like the blue jean shorts, the coochie cutters. It's open, and my hands is resting on her panty line. But my hands is like in front of her on her panty line, and you know, I got her like this, strong, right? So he walked up and he like, oh, straight up. And she was like, what? And he was like, all right. And then he just walked off. That was it. So I ain't paying no mind, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, this is some dude that she probably was talking to, or, you know, somebody that, you know, she done messed around with, and, you know, whatever, right? This Atlanta. Everybody messing around with everybody, right? So I ain't paying no mind. So after that, she like, hey, you want to come to my granny house after this? I was like, heck yeah. She was like, who you ride here with? I was like, I went with my cousin DK and them. She was like, oh, okay. So she was like, I was like, where you stay at? She was like, crazy thing, I actually stayed right down the street from your auntie house. I was like, oh, all right, bet. She was like, just you gonna be in the neighborhood? Now remember, y'all, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, yeah. So I tell everybody now, y'all already know. People just gravitated to me. I don't know why. I guess I was just an outgoing person, and you know, I didn't have a look that was unwelcoming. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the person that I am right now. I'm all the way calmed down because I'm 36 now. But back then I was a live dude, and you know, it was fun to actually be around me. You know. So anyway, so basically, hold on, y'all. Okay, so what happened was we ended up getting back to the neighborhood, right? And where we stayed at, we call it the Circle because, okay, so you got Settlers Grove, which is the cul-de-sac, and you got different divisions in there. And where we stayed at, you go down the hill and there's houses is lined up like a horseshoe like this. And we call that the, I think, what do we call that? The Circle, oh yeah, the Circle Drive. So that's what we called it. So we just all out there chilling. Talking about what we did, how we did it. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Police rolled through, like, hey, y'all got to keep that noise down. The police, hey, and shout out to the Covington Police Department, because they was cool. They could have came through and shut it down and could have hated, but they was real cool. And it was white cops too. They was cool. So they told us, like, y'all keep it down and blah, 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 blah. And they got up out of there. So, Michi pulled up on me. And she was like, you gonna stay out here with all these dudes, you couple with me? They're like, oh, Dante, oh, he got a little Rob girl. And she was like, that ain't my nigga. He out here effing all these bees and all this and that. And that's when it hit me, like, oh, okay, that was dude or whatever. So I get in the car, I'm like, man, y'all fools. So I get in the car, I was like, so that was your man back there at the party? She was like, yeah, if that's what you want to say, but I mean, anyway, I'm like, so what we about to do? She was like, what you mean what we about to do? We finna go to my granny house and chill. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Let me tell y'all something. When we got to that house, had to be about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. See, I can't do that shit now. My bedtime is 11 o'clock. I got to be in a bed at 11 p.m. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Grandma is gone. I don't even know what grandma had. So I get in her room, right? And she had like this queen size bed. And it was so comfortable. I laid down in the bed, y'all, and I promise I wasn't planning on doing nothing. I lay down on the bed, right, and I'm about to go to sleep. I smelled the most, oh man, this smell was so good. It was a vanilla smell. She said it was vanilla, white diamond, and vanilla something, vanilla spice or something. She done sprayed some white diamond and some vanilla bean or something. Oh, it smells so good. When I looked up, I don't know that she knew at the time that my favorite color was baby blue. I don't know that she know that I was so attracted to the smell of vanilla and white diamond, which I didn't even know. When she approached me, the people's jewels stood at attention. Now, I'm gonna leave it to y'all so y'all can imagine what happened. But when I say no cap, I'm gonna say we started probably at 5:45 in the morning. We ain't stopped. Now remember, y'all, see, back in them days, how I was programming it, how the people's jewels was programming it. When I get that first one out the way, I'm good to go. I'm not dropping the ball. But I got 2 of them out. So I'm like Hercules out here. I'm like the Brahma Bull. I'm like the Texas Roll. I'm like Thanos out here. I got 2 out the way, and I'm working on number 3. We started about 5:45 a.m. And I promise y'all, when we got done, it was damn near about noon. I ain't never, and when I say, and this no cap, I ain't never, it's like time didn't even exist. Like we were so into what we was into, and we did it all. Oh yeah, we did it all. Not all. Not that new crap that y'all be doing these days. But we did it all. And it was so magical. It was, like I said, like time didn't. That's why I was so surprised, because the sun came up. And it was damn near noon. So we was going at it about 6.5 hours. Back to back. So after that, here's the fun part. Grandma pulls up. I don't even know what Granny was. She wasn't there none of that time when we was doing what we was doing. She wasn't there. But Grandma ended up pulling up. And I'm laying in the bed, right? Grandma pulls up. Grandma comes in the house. Now, Michi is in the shower. She in there showering up. I don't hear Grandma come in the house. Grandma comes to the door. At this time, y'all, I'm butt booty naked. No clothes on. I'm Adam and Eve butt booty naked at this time. Grandma comes right to the door. And she say, "Oh!" And I hear her put a cover on. She was like, "Rob, what you doing here?" I didn't even say nothing. And just coincidentally, Michi was just getting out the shower. She hurried up and brushed past her granny. And she was like, "I told you don't be having that boy up in here." I'm like, "So you and Rob, like, y'all really a pair or whatever?" She like, "Yeah, but not really." I'm like, "So he be over here like that?" She was like, "Yeah, that's my boyfriend." I'm like, oh. So she telling me like, "Yeah, but I ain't tripping because I know he be sleeping with this chick, this, that, whatever." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So now she like, "You want some breakfast?" I was like, "Hey," she said, "I want some breakfast." Shoot, hey man, y'all, I'm tired, man. So I'm watching the Twilight Zone. My wife now, she be saying that I got an old white spirit. She be saying like I'm an old white man. Because I like the Twilight Zone and Tales from the Dark and just stuff like that. The old Hercules, the old Xena, right? So here I go and I'm watching it. And she in there making bacon, eggs, sausages, grits, all that. That southern hospitality, right? That food that stick to your ribs. So she come back in the room, right? Now at this time I'm dressed and I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. So I'm eating. There's a knock at the door. And then somebody comes in. And I hear a male's voice. And guess who it is? It's Rob. So Rob is in the kitchen talking to Michi and talking to Grandma while I'm in the bedroom eating sausages, cheese, eggs, buttermilk biscuits, and a tall glass of orange juice. And he like, man, I just want to talk to you. Let's go to the room. And she like, nah, we can just stay here and talk. So they going back and forth. And Grandma like, hey, y'all can go outside with that. So he like, all right, man, I'm finna just go to your room. She said, no, don't go in there. But by that time, it's too late. Here I go. Sitting right here with my feet up on the bed. Eating some toast with grape jelly. Eating some bacon. Am I the only one that put the bacon inside of the grits and eat it and break up the sausages and put the sausages in the grit to eat them? So he looking at me and I'm looking at him. And he like, what's up, bro? I'm like, what's up? He like, is Michi your cousin or something? I said, no. I'm like, is she your cousin? He like, no, that's my girl. I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? He like, all right. And then here go Michi. She's standing right next to him, looking crazy. And he like, this your dude now? And she like, no, it's just my friend. You got friends. And he like, all right, you got it. And he walked out and he left. So then she was like, I think you might need to go because he probably about to go get his gun. Now, at this time, y'all, I was 5'11", maybe 195, but I was in tip-top, excellent shape. Rob had to be about maybe 5'5", 5'6", maybe pushing 130, if that. In my mind, and like I said, coming from Flint, Michigan, and being in all the drama and bullshit that I was in, I'm not afraid of no gun. You're going to have to pull it out. You're going to have to rack it. And you're going to have to get it off before I get on you. I've been in plenty altercations where a cat done pulled a strap out on me and didn't have it racked already. And well, now I'm gonna put it out there. No, I ain't never killed nobody, but I have defended myself and taken straps away from cats. And by the grace of God, nothing happened. But anyway, so in my head, I'm not worried about this dude. Let him come over here with his strap. I'm gonna get to. You got to get it out first. You got to get it off. That's my mentality. I'm going to be all over you. So I'm like, man, I ain't tripping about that. She was like, no, he kind of crazy. He might finna go get his gun. So I was like, man, I will break that dude neck up in here. She was like, no, just go. I just don't want no problems here at my granny house. So I'm like, all right, man. So then I get up out of there. Why Rob and like 10 dudes is right there at the corner? So now that's why I said back then, y'all, I was stupid. I was just young and dumb. So I'm like, I could go that way, or I could go this way. But I'm like, I'm not no nigga. I'm gonna show these niggas. So I get to walking their way, and now I'm ice grilling. I'm mean mugging. I'm looking at these. So I walk up to him. I'm like, yo, we got an issue. And he was like, nah, man, we ain't got no issue, bro. And I'm like, you sure you straight? And he like, yeah. Now at this time they had a session going. They was blowing, and he tried to get me to, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Now, here's the thing. I don't smoke. I didn't smoke back then. I might have a little drink every once in a while. Matter of fact, people be saying, Dante, do you drink? No, I don't drink. But every once in a while, for me to take the edge off, because the life that I live, I gotta have some type of vice. If you ever see me drinking, this is what I will have right here. A Smirnoff, right? Screwdriver, orange flavor. That's the closest that I would drink. Now, I know y'all gonna kill me in the comment section. Oh, Dante drinking that soft drink. He drinking that soft drink. That's a woman's drink. Okay, and that lets you know right there I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, I gotta have a lot of ice in my cup, because I hate the taste of alcohol. It ain't nothing wrong with a man not wanting to drink, but it gets me right when it needs to. It do its job. Hit that like button. So, so I guess he felt like I was disrespecting him again, like for me not hitting his blunt. But it is what it is, man. So after that, we just chopping it up, we talking. He like, yeah, man, that been his girl. They been high school sweethearts. At this time, me and him both just walked off, and me and him chopping it up by ourselves. And he just telling me like, yeah, man, we was high school sweethearts. We going through something right now. He like, man, you know how these Atlanta chicks is, just talking real greasy. So I'm like, yeah. And he like, but I ain't sweating her though. But if y'all gonna be together, cool. I ain't got no issue with you. It's too many broads out here, but I can tell that he was really kind of bothered though, because that was his high school sweetheart. But if you got a good one, because he told me like, because he kept asking like, did y'all do it? Did y'all mess around? And I'm not the type of dude that kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm telling y'all what I'm telling y'all, but back then, this story time. Back then I wouldn't kiss and tell, and plus I can see that he was a little bit of salty, and I'm not finna just put that on him like, yeah, we did it, we smashed or whatever. So I told him like, nah, man, I was, after the party, we just came here, we was talking, I just fell asleep. As a matter of fact, she was talking about you all night. You know what I'm saying? He was like, she was. I was like, yeah, she was just saying like, you her man, and y'all just going through something. I'm like, listen, man, I'm not here to, come between y'all or whatever. I know that's your girl, but I'm just a friend. But if you don't want me to talk to her no more, he's like, no, it ain't even like that, bro. Y'all obviously was close, and she just met you or whatever, and she got you all up in the room. I was like, yeah, but I'm like, I'm cool, man. I'm like, man, I'm not, I'm saying, I'm not trying to cause no issues, no trouble, whatever. That's your lady. That's your lady. He was like, yeah, that's some real, man. But hey, y'all tell me, was Dante wrong for not letting him know that me and this girl did what we did, or did Dante keep it gangster and spare dude feelings? Because I know if I would have told him that I maxed that out for all them hours a couple hours ago, that dude would have felt hurt. I'm still, I ain't that type. Like I said, I don't kiss and tell. So we talking, we chopping it up, and then here go Tor T. Now, I didn't know Tor T and Lil Rob had issues with each other. Now, Lil Rob, hold on, y'all. So Tor T and Lil Rob had issues, but I'm gonna tell y'all that story a little later. y'all do me a favor. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and let me know if y'all enjoyed these hood stories. And with that, y'all, Dante love y'all. Stay safe. I'm out. If you want access to my exclusive videos, such as my prank calls, my skits, and my movies, make sure you become a member. I'm going to have the members link pinned in the comment section. If you have a business, a social media channel, or music or products, and you want them to be promoted by me, I charge $100 per video. Make sure y'all email me. I'm going to have my email pinned at the top of the comment section.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Ah, shit. Here we go again.
I've been working out on these cats. So people was wondering, yo, what's that scar right there? That's the scar when I got stabbed. You know, in order to be the blade pusher, you have to have that blade pushed on you. They say you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And I was pushing that sword, and well, I got the sword pushed on me. So that's my war wound right there. But so it was like any other day, and me and Al was just on one. Now, when I say we was on one, we was just getting on everybody. In Flint, Michigan, we call it blazing when you talking about somebody. In other places, they call it capping. They call it joning. They call it rifting. Let me know in the comment section, what do y'all call when y'all talk about somebody? Let me know what it's called in y'all city or state and where y'all from. All right, so me and Al, it was this dude named Danny, I believe. Now, Al was 2 years older than me. So I think at this time I was maybe 16 and Al was 18. Now, me and Al had like a mutual enemy, and his name was Danny. Now, I think I was beefing with Danny off the strength of Al beefing with him. Like, me and Danny, now that I think about it, we didn't really have no real issue. It was just that, you know, Al was beefing with him for whatever reason in high school, and I just inherently picked up the beef. So we end up seeing Danny at the Valley, at the Genesee County, the Genesee Valley Mall. And Al was like, yeah, there go Danny right there. Now, he was in his hat store. I think it was called Lids or something, where you get them throwback hats or whatever. And so I'm like, what you want to do? You want to run down on him? He's like, no, let's just wait, because I don't really want to get put out, because we was really up there trying to mac on some honeys, right? So he was like, no, let's not get put out or whatever. So I was like, all right. So at this time, y'all, everybody rode the MTA bus. When I say everybody rode the bus. So Al was like, let's just get him at the bus terminal. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I made it a point to let Danny know that we was around. So I went up in the stove and I did this to him, right? So he looked at me, he was like, what's up? So I'm like, what's up? Now, at this time, y'all, Danny had a pullover. He had like this black hoodie on, and he was acting like he was gripping. So when he went, like, y'all know the part, like, on the hoodie where it's the open flap, like a pocket right there. He put his hand in there like he was holding. So I'm like, it's like that. He like, yeah, I'll air you out right up in his stove. I was like, all right, say less. Now, y'all got to understand, this was back when I was young and extremely dumb, okay? So, all right. So I leave up out there, and I was like, yeah, we definitely getting on him. See, back then, y'all, you know, growing up in Flint, Michigan, the danger was always around, right? But it was like, I don't know. It's like when you grow up in a war zone, a lot of stuff don't faze you. Like, I remember there was a time when we went to this party, this college party by Kettering University, right? And everybody was outside, and then there was some dudes down the street, and they got to shooting in the air, and a lot of girls and dudes started running and ducking and stuff, and me and my crew were just standing there. And this girl was like, why y'all ain't ducking? And we was like, shoot, them dudes ain't shooting at us. Shoot, we ain't tripping, right? Ain't this crazy? Bullets ain't got no names on them, right? So anyway, let's get back to the story with Danny. So I'm like, yeah, we definitely getting on him. So the buses end up coming, and we get on one bus. We get on the first bus. Now, I done forgot about Danny at this time, because I done macked up this honey named Cassandra. Shout out to Cassandra, wherever she at. I done macked up this chick named Cassandra, and we all booed up in the back of the bus, right? And now I see Danny walking this way. So it's 3 buses. The last bus that leave Genesee Valley, this was so long ago, y'all. Forgot the exact time. But you got bus 1, bus 2, and bus 3 right there. And these buses, they had it just for the mall. It didn't go nowhere else but from the terminal to the mall, and from the mall to the terminal. And we was on bus 1, the first bus, and I seen Danny like walk past our bus, and then it hit me again like, oh yeah, that is Danny. So Danny had to go on bus 2 or bus 3 that was behind us. So Al, I guess I don't know what he was on, but he wasn't talking to no female. He was talking to some of the homies, right? So I'm all booed up in the back of the bus with Cassandra. So Al like, yeah, we gonna get him. We gonna get him. I was like, yeah, who? Because I done almost forgot about. He like, Danny, his punk got on the other bus. I'm like, all right. So we get to the bus terminal. Now this is where it get crazy at. At this time, the MTA hired some security guards. I forgot what company they hired them for, but we called them the Goon Squad, right? Because when they came, like, if there was a fight in the terminal, they was coming deep. And they used to have these knuckle gloves. If anybody from Flint, Michigan that was riding the bus back then, when it was jumping back in dang, what year was this? When I was 16. I don't know. Wait, hold on, let me see. I was 12 in 2000, I believe. No. Yeah, I was 12 in 2000. So I'm gonna say 2004, 2000, I don't know, 2006, 2007-ish, something around that time. So man, somebody keep calling, man. So what happened was, okay, so we get to the terminal, and Al and like 3 dudes already had they plan to rush Danny as soon as we get off the bus. Now remember, y'all, I'm over here booed up with this chick named Cassandra, right? So I'm actually trying to get on her bus to go with her to her crib, right? And so I'm not really trying to fight. I'm not really trying to get in the mix. But, you know, it is what it is. So Danny is over here by the stove. This one, they had like this stove right there in the corner on the right hand side when you first come in. So Danny is standing right there. Security is like to the left of Danny, but way over here. Now remember, y'all, it's packed out. So Al and the 3 homies is right there, and I'm over here with this chick named Cassandra, and she like standing in front of me, and I got my arm, you know, wrapped around her like this. You know, we all booed up and stuff. And so Al like, man, let's get him, let's rush him. So Danny, he got a bag. He got a shoe, but like a Foot Locker bag, and he got his hat bag, and he got like this. But his hand is in his right here, in his hoodie, acting like he gripping. So Al like, oh, you go shoot? You go shoot. He like, y'all trying to jump me. Y'all trying to jump me. Now, but remember, y'all, it's so loud up in here. The security don't know what's going on because it's so loud and there's so much going on, right? So over here, you got Al and the three homies like standing off with Danny, and I'm over here too, just looking like, okay, like if it pop off, it's just gonna pop off, right? So then the busters start pulling up, and Al like, yeah, you a punk. So so Danny like, man, all right, let's just go outside. Let's just do a one-on-one. Let's do a one-on-one. And Al was like, no, you got a gun and this and that. So then dude was like, man, I ain't got no gun. Come on, let's do it. And then Al was like, all right, come on. But then the bus was loading up. That was gonna be the last bus or whatever. So we said, forget it. So we got on the Martin Luther King bus, right? Danny got on the DuPont bus. And as y'all know, Martin Luther King is a main street that run this way, and DuPont is right after it, like running this way. You got the cross streets, but these are the two main streets. You got ML King, you got Saginaw right here, you got ML King right here, and you got DuPont right here. So we got on ML King and he got on the DuPont bus. So Cassandra ended up getting on the bus with me because I was going to take her to my house and she was just going to spend the night with me. Not my house, but my mama's house, right? Remember I told y'all I had the whole basement, right? So I was just going to sneak her in the house, and that's just what it was going to be. So we ended up getting off the bus on, it was Pearson Road, ML King and Pearson. Danny done got off at DuPont and Pearson also. So basically Danny walking up this way and we walking this way. So I didn't even see him. I didn't even see Danny because I was just so all up on baby girl, right? So Al like, yeah, what's up? So it kind of threw me off because I'm not even really paying attention because I'm all up in this girl's face, and I see Danny, right? Danny just up it. He up the you know what. So I'm like, oh, so he racked it back like, right? He was like, yeah, what's up? And so here go Al. See, Al was fearless. Al was the type of dude that he wasn't afraid of a gun. I wasn't afraid of a gun. And listen, I'm not like this anymore. I'm a very, very scary dude, okay? Do not scare me, because then I turn violent. I am a very scary guy. I'm afraid of knives. I'm afraid of guns. I don't promote violence. But back in them days, it was what it was. So Danny racked it back like, ooh, right? And Al like, shoot me there. Cassandra standing there like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God, and all this and that. So now I instantly get mad. I'm like, you B-A-N word, put that gun down. Let's get it, right? He like, no, y'all ain't about to jump me. So he up it, right? He do like, he was like, yeah, what's up? So Al is actually walking towards Danny. He like walking towards him. So, okay, look. So this is Danny, right? And he holding the strap. And this is Al. Let's see. This is Al walking towards Danny, right? While Danny got the Bama out like this. So Al right here, and I'm like right there with the girl. So I now the girl is behind me, like holding my waist. Like, no, come on, y'all stop. So then I kind of like shove her off. And now I'm standing side by side with Al. And I'm like, let's rush him. So he like, yeah, the first one of y'all run, I'm popping y'all, or whatever, right? So after that happened, so it's like a standoff. So the girl getting between us, like all of us, like, so now she in front of me and Al, and she in front of Danny. She got her arms extended like, y'all, no, y'all stop, don't do this, or whatever. So it was basically a standoff. So after that, Danny basically went his way, and we went our way. You know, we got back to the hood. You know, we was letting everybody know what happened. We about to mount up and go look for him, but that was a dead miss, and we ain't do nothing. Now here's the crazy part. The next day, this is where my issue came. So the next very day, y'all, I think I was catching, again, maybe the last bus, the 10 o'clock bus or 11 o'clock bus. One of them buses. I know it was the last bus. Why would I get on the bus, right? I was by myself. No strap, no knife, no nothing. I get on the bus. Danny, now I always sit in the back of the bus. Danny is sitting in the back of the bus, and he gripped up. And I get on the bus. I didn't even notice him until I got back there and sat down. I looked up, and he was sitting right across from me looking crazy, and he was gripping. And he basically showed it a little bit, like, yeah, I could have killed you right then and there. I could have killed you right then and there. You weren't even seen it. So I'm just looking at him. He was like, yeah, you sitting up there getting in beefs that they don't even know what's going on and this and that. So I was like, hey, listen, man, Al, my dude, man. And that's what it is. He was like, yeah, but you don't even know what it's about. You don't even know what's about. I'm like, what is it about? He was like, bro, this all over damn female. It's over a female, man. A female that we both done had. He didn't even tell you that, did he? I was like, nah, but you know, Al's still my dude. He like, man, like I said, this is all over a female. It ain't even that serious. So we chopped it up, and I ain't gonna say that we was cool after that, but we just didn't have no more problems. So I went back to Al later on that day, and I was like, Al, so what's up with you and Danny? Like, why was y'all, like, where does beef start from? First, he was kind of hesitant. He was like, man, this dude, every time he talking to a female, he always start hating on me and stuff like that. So I said, so this over a female? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So listen, again, the moral of this story right here is to let people know that sometimes you got to pick your fights. Sometimes you got to pick your beefs. Sometimes you got to know when to hold and when to fold. Sometimes you just got to use your head, man. Because what if Danny would have pulled that trigger, right? I won't be here talking to y'all today. What if he done hit me somewhere and I'm paralyzed or whatever? Y'all got to start thinking and using your noodle cap before you lose your noodle cap. Welcome to the Donta Show Network, where you get your daily fix of crazy stories presented to you by King Donta. Okay, YouTube family, we done reached 100K followers in 2 years. Now let's get to 1 million. Also, I charge $100 to promote your products, your business, or your social media channels. Email me. I'm gonna have my email pinned in the comment section right below the links to my other channels. If you want to become a guest on the Donta Show Network to tell a crazy story, make sure y'all hit that link pinned in the comment section for the StreamYard.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Here's the bottom line to all of this. It don't matter if you 16, 17, or 18, or 19, or 20. It don't matter if you weigh 90 pounds or you weigh 200 pounds. It don't matter if you skinny. It don't matter if you fat or big. It don't matter if you soft. Understand that you are a man. Understand that. Of all things, number one, you are a man. Even if you are a homosexual, you still are a man. And being a man, one thing about being a man is that you have to know what you're going to allow and what you're not going to allow, what you're going to stand for and what you're not going to stand for. My whole thing is this. Even for a cat that is weak, physically weak, if a man violates you, like take your manhood from you, even if you can't beat that man physically, he's still a man. Catch him when he's going to sleep. Catch him when he's off guard, when he at that poker table. I'm not advocating for violence. But when you are a man, see, that is what respect, that is what is respected. Because make no mistake, when convicts such as myself hear about or know about another inmate getting violated, we don't take pleasure in that. We don't think that's cute. But penitentiary rules are in effect. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You have to be able to physically, mentally, emotionally get through your bid. Even if you got a life sentence. And it's very rare that somebody would go outside themselves and help you. Because nobody owe you nothing. You would think like, well, why people just don't step in and stop these booty bandits from doing what they do? I told y'all already. In prison, it's crazy. It's demented people in there. It's people that you cannot rationalize with. One of the biggest things is that if you won't defend yourself, why should I defend you? That's like if I see you getting picked on and bullied and get your stuff taken and I step in and I got to get into a knife fight because I butted my business into somebody else's business and you won't help and I get into pushing that blade. Y'all see the scars right here. I got the war wounds. Y'all see that? That's all knife play right there. Y'all see that right there? Let's get it close up if y'all can see that. That's war wounds right there, y'all. Dante got the scars. You don't walk the yard like I was walking and not get cut up. You don't go around putting hands on people and don't expect to get cut. You don't walk around with that sword of justice and be ready and willing to push it at any given moment, at any given time. And don't get that sword of justice pushed on you. I was good with that knife. I was good with it and good at it. But I knew, just like the Bible tells us, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And I had that sword of justice. And I had to push it. And I had that sword of justice pushed on me too. A couple times. But I'm still here. Y'all don't see it on my face. You can never buck 50 me. Because I was quick with it. And I was real grimy and witty with it. But I did get caught and got caught up bad right here. But that's a whole nother story. What I'm trying to tell y'all is this. When you come in the penitentiary, you are a man first, even if you are a homosexual. You got to lay the law down. I'm not standing for this. I'm not going for that. And it is not about, please do not misconstrue what I'm saying here. It's not about being tough. It's about being a man. It's about standing for something. I get up every day like you do. I put on my drawers. I put on deodorant every day like you do. I eat and I sleep and I piss every day like you do. You are not about to come in my cell and take nothing from me. You are not about to get behind me and take your thing out and try to put it in me. I will cut that thing off. I will put something in your body cavities that you would never forget. Some stuff you just ain't gonna go for. All the military mind games, some of these convicts that be playing them type of games. It's easy, y'all. Just listen. Most of these dudes that get preyed upon, And when I say preyed upon, I'm not talking about preyed upon. I'm talking about preyed upon. Like when the lion see a gazelle and stalk them. A lot of these cats see these new naive inmates coming in. And they know that they ain't going to be able to hit the stove for a month. And they know that hunger, they play on cats' hunger and lack of discipline. If you have no discipline and can't sleep on that hard cell, right? And your stomach reach the back of your back, you starving. Because they only give you enough, just enough to keep you alive. Just enough food to get you through to the next day. Y'all better start having some discipline. Because that's what these dudes bank on. Because they know that you ain't got no discipline. They know they got so much experience over you. It's crazy. It's called the trick bag. The alakazam, alakazam. Here go a couple of soups. Here's a couple of Debbie cakes. A couple of drinks, sodas, pops, whatever y'all want to call it. Ain't nobody giving nobody nothing for free. Even when you join a gang, even when you come in there gang. When them gang members come with that welcome bag for you, understand what that is. That is just not welcome home. We here we take care of our own. No, taking that bag that your organization gives to you, it comes with a price. That means once you are part of this organization, blood in, blood out. But this bag that we giving you to get you right, to get you through, that comes with something. That means if I tell you and a couple other fools to go down a couple of cells down and go put that work in, even if you got 1 year, you gonna go down there and you gonna get busy. You gonna go down there and you gonna push that knife, or that knife gonna get pushed into you. Now, some people, they join gangs for protection. Some people are already gang banging out in the streets and they naturally fall in line. But the problem come in that when you come in there doing 2, 3, 4 years, and then the gang tell you, oh, it don't stop. Nah, just because you got a year, you think you don't have to put in no work? This is why I stayed away from the gangs. Yes, I did do business with gang members, of course, but I never joined. Because number one, I can't have another man outside of my power telling me what I can and what I can't do. And when I say outside of my power, because naturally the guards is telling me what I can and cannot do. But it's the authority. If you in here just like I'm in here, and we under the same conditions, nah. I'm my own man. And like I said from the get-go, you are a man first. Whether you a straight man or a homosexual man, you are a man first. And I notice y'all keep hearing me harp on that homosexual word. Because some of you cats got it twisted out there. Y'all think just because a dude rock and roll that way, that he's soft. Some of these gay men that's in prison is some of the hardest men. And I'm going to tell y'all why. You got to understand what these cats been dealing with even before they even got in the penitentiary. Where they was getting rejected by their family, by their friends, mamas, daddies, turning their backs on them because of their sexuality. You can't beat a man down that has been dealing with fighting, is this right or this wrong? Being ostracized and demonized for what they are. Do I agree with the homosexual lifestyle? Heck no. Why? Because I'm a biblical man and I'm a straight man and I just naturally like women. And one would say, well, Donta, do you got a problem with homosexual men? No, I don't. Why? Because that is their business. What they do in their bedroom or in their cell, that's what they do. I have nothing to do with that. If it don't apply, let it fly. But the issue is this.
People really think that is all fun and games in the penitentiary, and it's not. Some cats that you will meet in there are cool. There's some good brothers that's up in there. And when I say brothers, I'm just not talking about my black brothers. Some white dudes in there that's good brothers too. But I'm going to be real. 90% of cats in the penitentiary, they ain't worth at all. I was going to go on and tell y'all about the pitfalls and what to do and what not to do to not get pimped out in the penitentiary. But no, I'm going to go ahead and do it because some knucklehead going to go out there and commit a crime anyway and end up in the hot seat of what exactly I'm talking about. Number one, don't accept nothing from nobody that you don't know. Especially if you're not a part of an organization or if you got family and friends up in there that see you and they hold you down and cool, but still watch them too. Because just because y'all with friends out here in the streets, they've been locked down for 5 or 10 years. You don't know who that is now. The penitentiary changes a man. I'm going to tell you what it did to me. I was always the type that was, how can I put it? I was the type that would always be ready to fight. I was always ready to go. No, I wasn't a shooter out here. My vice out here in the real world was robbing and stealing. I was a thief. I was a pirate. I'm not glamorizing it at all. When it comes down to it, I don't want to hear all them hood slangs talking about old Jack boy and all that. No, at the bottom line, I was a thief, and that's just what it was, period. Running up on cats with the real sword of justice, taking from people, shakedowns, all of that. And that followed me in the penitentiary. I didn't know no better. It's when you go to the penitentiary, you times 2 or 10 times X what you was out there in the streets. If you was what you was out there for real. So naturally, when I went in, what did I do? When I didn't have no support, I was running down on cats, robbing, stealing. I can't even say stealing. I was robbing. Had a crew of cats that was like-minded, just like me. And we just put it together and concocted plans to run down on cats, doing military mind games. Catch a cat going in a cell that's new. And I run up in there on them and tell them, like, listen, I need everything that you got. And I got that sword of justice out. And then I have 2 of my homeboys run in on me while I'm trying to run in on him. And they bag me out the cell with their sword of justice, playing the military mind games, showing this cat like we here to protect you from this guy. So now you owe us. Or it was just many things, many vices and traps where you would go to and you would set a cat up and tell him, oh, look, put all your stuff in my locker. Put all your commissary in my locker. And you just come to me when you need something. Yo, it's so many games and military mind games. But the whole point is to tell you all this, man. It's really not that hard to survive in the penitentiary. It's not that hard not to get pimped out and get turned into a girl, a man girl in there. All you just gotta, and then, well, I hate to say it, but it's just some people, and I'm not calling these people soft at all, but it's just some people that just ain't got it in them to pick up something and put it in another man's flesh to defend themselves. Some people just want to be like, listen, I don't want no more problems. I don't want no issues. I just want to do my time. Let's just get this over with. Don't work that way. Some people is just like that. And some people, I done seen short guys, skinny guys stand up for theirs for real. And I seen big dudes fold. You never know what you made of and who you are until you get into certain predicaments and you don't even have to be in prison. When you got a cat standing in front of you with a gun telling you to give it all up. Yes, give it all up. Give it up if somebody trying to rob you. Give it up because it's not worth dying for. But what happens when you come across a cat that's telling you to give it up and you got your hands up, but then you grab that gun from them, right? And you put the gun on them. That's different. That's a different feeling. The penitentiary is real. The penitentiary is real. And the violence is real. It's all type of larceny and type of foul acts of humanity that goes in there. We're going to talk about the guards next. But before we even get to that, I want y'all to check out this video right quick. For you cats that might fall victim of being a homosexual in prison, this could be one of your realities.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it.
People say they care about you, they don't. If you can find one friend that you can trust that doesn't want to have sex with you, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Because everybody has an agenda.
Everybody got an agenda.
Everybody's got something they want from you.
Exactly.
You just have to figure out what it is and whether you want to give it or not.
Remember, guys, I charge $100 to promote your social media channels. And if you have a business, I can help promote that as well. Email me at thedontashow88@yahoo.com. My email is pinned at the top of the comment section. Bruh. There's something that I have noticed that prison YouTubers don't ever talk about. Hold on, y'all.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
I had to finish touching myself up. Anyway. So one of the things that prison YouTubers don't talk about that I think that they should talk about a little more is that sometimes, can't even say sometimes, you can't trust nobody. And when I say nobody, I absolutely mean you cannot trust nobody, especially your bunkie. Now one would say, well, Dante, well, you living with this cat. Yeah. You living with this cat. You wake up to this cat. You go to sleep to this cat. But you don't really know what's going on in that man's mind. You don't know what this man really feel about you. There's that thing where you can lay down for years. Well, let me take y'all through it. There's a saying where you can lay down for a day, lay down for a week, lay down for a month, lay down for years under another man, no homo, and sleep there with this cat day in, day out. Y'all do cook-ups together. Y'all watch each other back. And then one day he snaps. Well, you will be like, well, Dante, it gotta be a reason. It just gotta be a reason why a man would snap. What if I told you that the reason why this man waited till you fell asleep and he got up, got a number 2 pencil or a pen, the reports wasn't really clear. Let me show y'all. Let me actually show y'all. This man got either number 2 pencil or a pen, ballpark pen. Waited till his bunkie went to sleep, put it right there. Right there, y'all see the ear? Right there. And said, Kapowie. Went through his ear canal, bust his eardrum, and dude did not wake up. So the next morning when it's count time, He out of his bed, standing in front. Well, where's your bunkie? What the guards would say, he ain't never get out of his bed. So when they go over and like, yo, hey, wake up. He don't wake up. So they pull the covers back and see a pool of blood right here on the bed. And they call it a code. You say, so Donta, you tell us what happened. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. He made a bet with him. A bet of who was going to win the Super Bowl. And the bet was a simple bet. You give me 20 envelopes. 20 envelopes and 20 stamps. That's it. Dude lost. And instead of him paying him the 20 envelopes and 20 stamps, which ain't nothing, he decided to take his life. Now, you will say, like, come on, Donta, that gotta be cap. Oh, really? Okay. Y'all gotta understand the mentality of people. I have to realize something in the next video that I drop. Hopefully, I promise to God, I wish, like this video right here, this video ain't about nothing. This video just about letting cats know the treachery, that you could be in a cell with a cat for years. And then one day, off of a stupid bet, he decided that he don't want to pay you, so he take your life with a ballpark pen or number 2 pencil. Just because he didn't want to pay you. But I wasn't in that man's mind. I don't know exactly why he actually did it, but he did it. Now he have to go upstate to the mountains on a level 5 where it's 23-1. Maybe he had drama, because it gotta be more to that, right? You would think that is more to that. That maybe he owed somebody else and they was going to apply that pressure on him. And he felt like, you know what? I feel threatened. I don't feel safe, but I don't want to tell the administration and I'll be labeled as a snitch. So let me just take out my bunkie. You know what? Yeah, I want to tell y'all the story so bad. But what's today? Monday? This video right here, I made, what's today? It's Monday, April 8th, 7:42 p.m. that I'm telling y'all this video right here. Wednesday, 10 a.m. You cats out there that think that prison is a game, you cats out there that never did time, maybe y'all did a little bit of county jail time, but I'm telling you, the video that I dropped this Wednesday at 10 a.m., go get your nephew, your nephews, your sons, your grandkids, get everybody and have them in attendance. Because I'm about to drop a video that is so real and so raw. Y'all gonna be like, Donta, I'm not committing no more crimes. I'm not even gonna run a red light. And I really wanna hone in on something right quick. Y'all see this cup right here? It's water in this cup. Donta don't drink. And for y'all that know me, y'all know that I don't drink. But a lot of people done put that brown drink in there, that clear drink in there, and then got behind the wheel and said, well, I'm not drunk, I'm just buzzed. And you so buzzed out, you ran that light and took somebody's life. And now you in the penitentiary doing life or 2nd degree, right? And now you doing about what? 8 to 20? Don't end up getting caught up like that. But I bring that up to say this, y'all. Stop drinking and driving. Stop drinking and driving. I'm going to say it again just in case you cannot hear me. Stop drinking and driving. Because the guy that lost his life in the penitentiary, that got that either that number 2 pencil or that ballpark pen put on the side of his dome piece, he was locked up for drinking and driving. And he ended up taking somebody's life. A father away from his kids. A father away from his wife. And so on and so forth. This is why I'm making this video, because prison is filled with a lot of different type of cats, and everybody has a story to tell. But I guarantee you this. Well, I guess he can't say. I was about to say I guarantee that he feel remorseful for what he did. I guarantee he would tell himself, I wish I just would have never took that drink. But I guess he can't because, well, he's in the afterlife. This Wednesday, which is tomorrow, y'all, April 10th, be in the building, 10 a.m. because the video that I drop is going to be crazy. The video that I drop, and I want to give y'all the snippet so bad, but I'm not. The video that I drop this Wednesday at 10 a.m., I had a conversation with somebody that I mentored for a whole 6 months. And now they are in the penitentiary because they would not listen. And the phone call that his mother relayed to me on his second day of prison. You cats out there, and I lick my lips because my lips feel chapped. Stop playing. You cats out there that think that life is a game, and like my homeboy Santiago used to say to me, life ain't a bowl of cherries. Wait until Wednesday at 10 a.m. If you have not subscribed to my prank call channel, I'm gonna have it pinned up at the top in the comment section. All right, y'all go over there and y'all subscribe to it. Okay. Also, I charge $100 per video to promote your business, your social media channel, or whatever. So email me. I'm gonna have my email pinned at the top of the comment section too. So like I said, subscribe to the new channel, the prank call channel, if you like prank calls. And also email me if you want me to promote either your product, your business, or any of your social media channels. And yes, I do promote your TikTok, YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, OnlyFans. It is what it is. We all got to get paid, right? So email me and I'll see y'all Wednesday at 10 a.m. because it's about to get crazy. Also, I know a lot of people been asking me, like, Dante, what about the members videos? How can we watch that? You have to join. Listen, it's a tier. You got $4.99 a month that you could be a lockdown warrior, or it's one for $10.99 for you to be a lockdown warrior. I mean, I forgot the other one, but I'm gonna have the link to become a member also in the comment section too. Okay, everything gonna be pinned up. The prank call channel, the link right there. My email going to be right there, and the link to become a member is going to be there also. Okay. Whoa. Wait. Pardon me, y'all. I forgot. We did not play the crazy video of the day. Let's get to it.
Y'all, I am so irritated right now. My son sit up here and literally took $2,000 off my fucking credit card. That's my rent money. That's everything. Every fucking thing. He gotta go. I just put him out. He's 16. I already done sit there and told him. I really feel like calling the fucking police. That's why I came live, so I can calm down. I really just feel like calling the police at this moment. You really took some money off my card to go sit up there and do some shit for a little ass girl? Y'all, I am so mad right now, man. I don't know what to do. My feelings hurt every fucking thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I never thought that he'd sit up there and do something like that. I never thought that he'd sit up there and do something like that. Like, when I got the notification earlier, when I sit up there and I got the notification earlier, y'all, the notification was basically saying, like, did I purchase this But I didn't sit up there and pay attention to it. You feel me? Like I didn't even worry about it or nothing like that. He gotta go. He waiting on his daddy to come pick him up right now. He has to go. He gotta go. He gotta go. Like, you don't do that. Like, he got, like, his mouth, he's being hella disrespectful, all of that. So, you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. You gotta go. Like, I don't have no more money. Like, I called my bank. My bank sit up there and told me I gotta wait until Monday. They froze my account. They completely froze my account. So can't nobody else use it. But I can't get that. He needs to get away from my door. He not getting back in my house. He not getting back in here. I do not care. Get away from my door, little boy. See, you see how disrespectful he is? That's why my dog's sitting here barking. He's being so disrespectful. Since he's been talking to this little girl, he's been getting hella disrespectful. He's been out the chain disrespectful. I'm about to call the police. I'm giving you a chance and letting your dad come and get you. Get away from my door. Get away from
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Here's the bottom line to all of this. It don't matter if you 16, 17, or 18, or 19, or 20. It don't matter if you weigh 90 pounds or you weigh 200 pounds. It don't matter if you skinny. It don't matter if you fat or big. It don't matter if you soft. Understand that you are a man. Understand that. Of all things, number one, you are a man. Even if you are a homosexual, you still are a man. And being a man, one thing about being a man is that you have to know what you're going to allow and what you're not going to allow. What you're going to stand for and what you're not going to stand for. My whole thing is this. Even for a cat that is weak, physically weak, if a man violates you, like take your manhood from you, even if you can't beat that man physically, he's still a man. Catch him when he's going to sleep. Catch him when he's off guard, when he at that poker table. I'm not advocating for violence. But when you are a man, see, that is what respect, that is what is respected. Because make no mistake, when convicts such as myself hear about or know about another inmate getting violated, we don't take pleasure in that. We don't think that's cute. But penitentiary rules are in effect. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You have to be able to physically, mentally, emotionally get through your bid. Even if you got a life sentence. And it's very rare that somebody would go outside themselves and help you. Because nobody owe you nothing. You would think like, well, why people just don't step in and stop these booty bandits from doing what they do? I told y'all already. In prison, it's crazy. It's demented people in there. It's people that you cannot rationalize with. One of the biggest things is that if you won't defend yourself, why should I defend you? Just like if I see you getting picked on and bullied and get your stuff taken and I step in and I got to get into a knife fight because I butted my business into somebody else's business and you won't help and I get into pushing that blade. Y'all see the scars right here. I got the war wounds Y'all see that? That's all knife play right there. Y'all see that right there? Let's get it close up if y'all can see that. That's war wounds right there, y'all. Donta got the scars. You don't walk the yard like I was walking and not get cut up. You don't go around putting hands on people and don't expect to get cut. You don't walk around with that sword of justice and be ready and willing to push it at any given moment, at any given time. And don't get that sword of justice pushed on you. I was good with that knife. I was good with it and good at it. But I knew, just like the Bible tells us, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And I had that sword of justice. And I had to push it. And I had that sword of justice pushed on me too. A couple times. But I'm still here. Y'all don't see it on my face. You could never buck 50 me. Because I was quick with it. And I was real grimy and witty with it. But I did get caught and got caught up bad right here. But that's a whole nother story. What I'm trying to tell y'all is this. When you come in the penitentiary, you are a man first, even if you are a homosexual. You got to lay the law down. I'm not standing for this. I'm not going for that. And it is not about, please do not misconstrue what I'm saying here. It's not about being tough. It's about being a man. It's about standing for something. I get up every day like you do. I put on my drawers. I put on deodorant every day like you do. I eat and I sleep and I piss every day like you do. You are not about to come in my cell and take nothing from me. You are not about to get behind me and take your thing out and try to put it in me. I will cut that thing off. I will put something in your body cavities that you would never forget. Some stuff you just ain't gonna go for. All the military mind games, some of these convicts that be playing them type of games. It's easy, y'all. Just listen. Most of these dudes that get preyed upon, and when I say preyed upon, I'm not talking about preyed upon. I'm talking about preyed upon. Like when the lion see a gazelle and stalk them. A lot of these cats see these new, naive inmates coming in. And they know that they ain't going to be able to hit the stove for a month. And they know that hunger, they play on cats' hunger and lack of discipline. If you have no discipline and can't sleep on that hard cell, right? And your stomach reach the back of your back, you starving. Because they only give you enough, just enough to keep you alive. Just enough food to get you through to the next day. Y'all better start having some discipline. Because that's what these dudes bank on. Because they know that you ain't got no discipline. They know they got so much experience over you. It's crazy. It's called the trick bag. The alakazam, alakazam. Here go a couple of soups. Here's a couple of Debbie cakes. A couple of drinks, sodas, pops, whatever y'all want to call it. Ain't nobody giving nobody nothing for free. Even when you join a gang, even when you come in there gang. When them gang members come with that welcome bag for you, understand what that is. That is just not welcome home. We here we take care of our own. No, taking that bag that your organization gives to you, it comes with a price. That means once you are part of this organization, blood in, blood out. But this bag that we giving you to get you right, to get you through, that comes with something. That means if I tell you and a couple other fools to go down a couple of cells down and go put that work in, even if you got 1 year, you gonna go down there and you gonna get busy. You gonna go down there and you gonna push that knife, or that knife gonna get pushed into you. Now, some people, they join gangs for protection. Some people are already gang banging out in the streets, and they naturally fall in line. But the problem come in that when you come in there doing 2, 3, 4 years, and then the gang tell you, oh, it don't stop. Nah, just because you got a year, you think you don't have to put in no work? This is why I stayed away from the gangs. Yes, I did do business with gang members, of course, but I never joined. Because number one, I can't have another man outside of my power telling me what I can and what I can't do. And when I say outside of my power, because naturally the guards is telling me what I can and cannot do. But it's the authority. If you in here just like I'm in here, and we under the same conditions, nah. I'm my own man. And like I said from the get-go, you are a man first. Whether you a straight man or a homosexual man, you are a man first. And I notice y'all keep hearing me harp on that homosexual word, because some of you cats got it twisted out there. Y'all think just because a dude rock and roll that way, that he's soft. Some of these gay men that's in prison is some of the hardest men. And I'm going to tell y'all why. You got to understand what these cats been dealing with even before they even got in the penitentiary, where they was getting rejected by their family, by their friends, mamas, daddies, turning their backs on them because of their sexuality. You can't beat a man down that has been dealing with fighting, is this right or this wrong, being ostracized and demonized for what they are. Do I agree with the homosexual lifestyle? Heck no. Why? Because I'm a biblical man, and I'm a straight man, and I just naturally like women. And one would say, well, Donta, do you got a problem with homosexual men? No, I don't. Why? Because that is their business. What they do in their bedroom or in their cell, that's what they do. I have nothing to do with that. If it don't apply, let it fly. But the issue is this. People really think that is all fun and games in the penitentiary, and it's not. Some cats that you will meet in there are cool. There's some good brothers that's up in there. And when I say brothers, I'm just not talking about my black brothers. Some white dudes in there that's good brothers too. But I'm going to be real. 90% of cats in the penitentiary, they ain't worth at all. I was going to go on and tell y'all about the pitfalls and what to do and what not to do to not get pimped out in the penitentiary. But no, I'm going to go ahead and do it, because some knucklehead going to go out there and commit a crime anyway and end up in the hot seat of what exactly I'm talking about. Number one, don't accept nothing from nobody that you don't know. Especially if you're not a part of an organization, or if you got family and friends up in there that see you and they holding you down, and cool, but still watch them too. Because just because y'all with friends out here in the streets, they've been locked down for 5 or 10 years. You don't know who that is now. The penitentiary changes a man. I'm going to tell you what it did to me. I was always the type that was, how can I put it? I was the type that will always be ready to fight. I was always ready to go. No, I wasn't a shooter out here. My vice out here in the real world was robbing and stealing. I was a thief. I was a pirate. I'm not glamorizing it at all. When it comes down to it, I don't want to hear all them hood slangs talking about old Jack boy and all that. No, at the bottom line, I was a thief, and that's just what it was. Period. Running up on cats with the real sword of justice, taking from people, shakedowns, all of that. And that followed me in the penitentiary. I didn't know no better. It's when you go to the penitentiary, you times 2 or 10 times X what you was out there in the streets. If you was what you was out there for real. So naturally, when I went in, what did I do? When I didn't have no support, I was running down on cats, robbing, stealing. I can't even say stealing. I was robbing. Had a crew of cats that was like-minded, just like me. And we just put it together and concocted plans to run down on cats, doing military mind games. Catch a cat going in a cell that's new. And I run up in there on them and tell them, like, listen, I need everything that you got. And I got that sword of justice out. And then I have 2 of my homeboys run in on me while I'm trying to run in on him. And they bag me out the cell with their sword of justice, playing the military mind games, showing this cat like we here to protect you from this guy. So now you owe us. Or it was just many things, many vices and traps where you would go to and you would set a cat up and tell them, oh, look, put all your stuff in my locker, put all your commissary in my locker, and you just come to me when you need something. Yo, it's so many games and military mind games. But the whole point is to tell you all this, man. It's really not that hard to survive in the penitentiary. It's not that hard not to get pimped out and get turned into a girl, a man girl in there. All you just gotta, and then, well, I hate to say it, but it's just some people. And I'm not calling these people soft at all, but it's just some people that just ain't got it in them to pick up something and put it in another man's flesh to defend themselves. Some people just want to be like, listen, I don't want no more problems. I don't want no issues. I just want to do my time. Let's just get this over with. Don't work that way. Some people is just like that. And some people, I done seen short guys, skinny guys stand up for theirs for real. And I seen big dudes fold. You never know what you made of and who you are until you get into certain predicaments and you don't even have to be in prison. When you got a cat standing in front of you with a gun telling you to give it all up. Yes, give it all up. Give it up if somebody trying to rob you. Give it up because it's not worth dying for. But what happens when you come across a cat that's telling you to give it up? And you got your hands up, but then you grab that gun from them, right? And you put the gun on them. That's different. That's a different feeling. The penitentiary is real. The penitentiary is real, and the violence is real. It's all type of larceny and type of foul acts of humanity that goes in there. We're going to talk about the guards next. But before we even get to that, I want y'all to check out this video right quick. For you cats that might fall victim of being a homosexual in prison, this could be one of your realities.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it.
People say they care about you, they don't. If you can find one friend that you can trust that doesn't want to have sex with you, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Because everybody has an agenda.
Everybody got an agenda.
Everybody's got something they want from you.
Exactly.
You just have to figure out what it is. And whether you want to give it or not.
Remember, guys, I charge $100 to promote your social media channels. And if you have a business, I can help promote that as well. Email me at thedontashow88@yahoo.com. My email is pinned at the top of the comment section. So my ultimatum is either I get out this cell or else. Okay, then, or else what?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
I've been getting a lot of emails about a story that I told last year about when this old man snitched on me and tried to G-check me in the cell. Now, I don't know if this video been going viral or not, but a lot of people been asking me, can I clarify some things and can I fill in some details that I left out? So here it go. Now, I was in my maybe 5th or 6th month into my bid, so I already know how to handle myself in the cell. You know, I know proper cell etiquette. Okay, so I don't need nobody telling me what I need to do and what I don't need to do. So when I get to the cell, I'm already handcuffed, and the protocol is if you are in the cell and somebody about to get put in your cell, you have to stand up, turn around, get cuffed, and go to the back of the cell. Me, I was coming into the cell, so dude had to follow that protocol. So after he get unhandcuffed and I'm unhandcuffed and we both in the cell, instantly, dude tell me like, hey, let me see your paperwork, man. I need to see your paperwork because I ain't finna be in no cell with no hard R word. Y'all know what I mean. I can't say what the hard R word is. Y'all can figure it out. You know, YouTube don't like when you use that hard R word. Okay, so off jump, like, I just felt like, yo, dog, why you don't come at me like that? Like, dude, I ain't no dang R word. You know what I'm saying? Like, off the jump. But that's not normal for somebody to ask for your paperwork, especially you getting in the cell. But it's the way that he said it all nasty and like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, man, whatever. So then he like, yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now, you got the top bunk. I'm not going for it. Now, he already had the bottom bunk already. So he had some stuff up there. He was like, I'm going to let you know, young blood, don't touch none of my stuff up in here. None of my stuff. I'm going to get my stuff off your rack, but don't touch nothing of mine. What's yours is yours and what's mine is mine. But as he's saying this, he just sounded like he like talking down on me. So I'm all with respecting your elders and all this and that, but dude he was just talking too spicy to me. So I'm sitting right there on the desk and he get to telling me, I don't know what you young cats be thinking. Y'all just think y'all just know everything. And keep in mind, y'all, I have not said not one word to this man. So he like, yeah, y'all young cats, y'all think y'all know everything and y'all don't listen to nobody. That's why y'all in here. So I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, you in here too. Like, what do you mean? So I'm taking this dude, this attitude. So he come telling me, yeah, make sure when you pee, make sure you sit down. So instantly I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something to dude. So I'm looking at him and he like, whoa, oh, no. Cause I guess the way I was looking at him crazy, like I was about to do something to him. So I guess he toned it down a little bit and explained himself. He was like, no, it ain't that. I ain't talking to you like you a girl or nothing. What I'm saying is that, you know, when people pee in the toilets, it like splash out. It's a lot of pee that be out here that fall out on the cell floor. And, you know, I keep my head right here. So, you know, I don't need no pee splashing on me and on this curtain right here that you'll have to put up. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So he like, yeah, so just make sure you don't touch nothing of mine. I won't touch nothing of yours. If you want to read a book of mine, just ask me, but don't ever touch nothing of mine. So I'm like, man, this dude, man, all right, man. So I jump up there on the top rack, right, and I bust open my Bible when I get to reading. And then he come talking about, hey, you don't snort, do you? Because I don't go for that. I don't play for that. I don't play that way. I said, nah, man, I don't snore. He like, oh, okay, because it would have been a problem. Now, let me give y'all the dynamics right now. At this time, y'all, I'm like 5'10", 220 solid. This dude got to be about maybe 5'7", 120, 125 at best. I wouldn't, listen, I would have do bad in that cell, right? However, I don't take pleasure in beating up old, weak, feeble people, all right? I don't get no points for that. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man, yo, chill out. So I'm laying up there and he just saying all type of stuff. So I look over at him, I'm like, hey, do we got a problem? He like, what you mean, do we got a problem? I'm like, cuz, you keep saying slick stuff, man. He like, no, I'm just saying, man, you in my cell, this is my cell. Like he in here paying rent or something. I'm like, hey, man, listen, you ain't got to do all that. He like, do what? You gonna hit me or something? You gonna do something to me? Not this time, y'all. He getting loud and loud saying this. You gonna do something to me? You gonna hit me? Like he trying to draw attention to the cell or whatever. So I'm like, hey, man, just chill, man. He like, no, you chill. He just he would not de-escalate for nothing. So I said, all right, man, you got it. He was like, okay, yeah, I know I got it. I know I got it. So I roll back over, continue reading. So we're going to say 2 days later, about 2 days later, it's the same old thing. He keep on saying slick stuff. I'm just taking it. I ain't really saying nothing back to him. So he come out of nowhere, right? This right after count. So right after count, we got to stay in our cells for an hour. He come out of nowhere talking about, yeah, man, this ain't gonna work. This already, I can tell, man, this just not gonna work. I'm like, man, what? I said, what's up, man? He like, nah, man, I'm just saying, man, this what we got going on in here, this ain't gonna work. I'm like, man, dude, what did I do to you? He was like, nah, man, I just don't like you young dudes, man. Y'all just think y'all know it all. I was like, man, what are you talking about? He was like, no, I'm just saying, man, I want to be in this cell by myself, man. I ain't had a cellmate in almost 2 months, man. And then they put you in here. I'm like, but you act like me and you got an issue. Like I did something to you. He like, no, I'm just saying, man, I just know this ain't going to work out. I like, all right, man. I was like, well, check this out. You can go tell the guards that you want your cell change or whatever. He like, I ain't going nowhere. I've been in here. You go somewhere. I'm like, all right, man. So let me let y'all know something. I couldn't just leave out the cell and go to the guard and tell them, hey, can I change cells? They would have looked at me crazy like, dude, this ain't Burger King, dude. You can't have it your way, man. Get out of here. But if I go to the guards and tell them that I fear for my life, then they have to move me. They have to move me. But I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't do nothing. I got an issue with dude now, but it ain't at the point that I want to do something to him. Well, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Due to my discipline, I chose not to do something to him. So, nevertheless, I'm like, nah, I ain't about to. I'm not going. Nah, you go. So he like, man, listen, you gonna get out the cell. You gonna get out the cell. I'm like, or what? He was like I said, you gonna get out the cell or else. Let me tell y'all something. When a man says or else, what you mean or else? Or else what? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, or else what? He like, you gonna see, you gonna find out. Yeah, you gonna see, you gonna find out. And that's when they popped all the doors for us to walk out. He heavy up to jumped out his bed and just walked out. So I'm looking like, okay, so I wonder, do he got like some dudes in here that rock with him or whatever? And maybe he might try to send them at me or whatever. So I go to my peanut butter and pull out that sword of justice just in case. So I leave out the cell and I'm looking down the tier and I see him down there in the day room, but he's sitting by himself. So, and like I said, the last two, now this is the third day. So I'm looking and ain't nobody really talking to him. So I'm like, okay, so I guess he ain't really got no homeboys in here, whatever. Then I seen a couple cats talking to him, but it was like in passing or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so he ain't he ain't got nobody really holding him down in here. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So then it was this white guy. Now this dude I'm talking about right now, my bunkie, the old man, he a black dude. So this white cat came over there. He about the same age as dude, like 60, 61, 62. So they over there drinking coffee together. And remember, y'all, I'm still up here on the tier, at the top tier. And so I see him talking to him, and they keep looking back at me. And dude just got this mug, like he grimming me, like mean dogging me. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, what the heck this dude telling this dude? So the white cat would look back up at me and then look away. So I'm like, all right, yeah, let me see. All right. So he like, yeah. And if he got something to say, so I hurry up and went down the stairs. I'm like, if I got something to say, what? He was like, look, man, I done told you. Now, at this point, y'all, he hollering at me. He like, look, I done told you, don't say nothing to me, man. You gonna get out my cell. You gonna get out my cell. Now, he got to standing up. And a white cat that was with him, like, stood up with him and was like, no, just chill, just calm down. He like, no, forget that. Now, at this time, y'all, everybody is watching. Like, everybody stopped what they was doing. Let me tell y'all something about prison. Prison is boring. If you get any type of loud noises or some type of action that's going on in the day room, it's all good. People, that's like television, prime time television, entertainment, right? So everybody that's watching, okay? So dude that's barking on me like, yeah, I told you I'm gonna do something to you. I told him. Now, he, at this point, y'all, he acting like he want to do something. Y'all know when somebody act like they trying to fight somebody and they try to somebody holding them back, but they really can get from around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to get at somebody, ain't nobody gonna hold you back. That's what he doing right now. So the white cat kind of like grabbing him or whatever, like, no, don't do it. And I'm like, man, it's like whatever. I wouldn't even have to use the sword of justice. If he would have ran up on me, y'all, like I said, I'm not into putting hands on the elderly, but if he would have ran up on me, I would have dropped him right then and there. So, and wouldn't have felt bad about it at all. So he like, yeah, all right, F-N word. I'm gonna see, can I hurry up and say what he said? Maybe YouTube won't catch what I'm saying. He was like, yeah, fuck nigga. So yeah, that's what he was saying. Anyway, and YouTube, please don't flag me for that, please. I just wanted to let the people know what dude was saying, okay? So anyway, so he like, yeah, so I'm bagging. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. He ain't about nothing. So I go back on the top tier and some dudes approach me like, man, what's going on with you and Pops? I'm like, ain't nothing, man. I'm like, dude been riding my back ever since I got up in the cell. They like, yeah, man, that dude just cranky, man. He just angry, just spiteful, man. Just man, if I was you, I'd get out that cell, man, because he done got rid of his last 3 bunkies by lying on them. And so I'm like, oh, yeah. They're like, yeah, man, dude is, yeah, he ain't right. So I'm like, all right. I said, is he like violent? They was like, nah, he just real spiteful, man. He the type that'll spit in your food, man, or put something in your drink, you know what I'm saying? So just watch yourself in that cell, man. He the type that'll take your toothbrush and put it in the toilet, right? And you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, that's how he is? They're like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, man. So I noticed something, y'all. Dude take, when it's pill call, dude take pills. And I found out that he got high blood pressure. Now, what I also noticed that he be like selling his pills also. Now, I don't know why somebody that don't got high blood pressure would take high blood pressure pills. I don't know. I guess people do anything to get high, no matter what pill form it coming in. But anyway, so I said to myself, like, you know what? I got something for dude. So right then and there, y'all, I got to thinking. I said, I'm going to hatch a diabolical plan to get this dude, right? Now, this is where the military mind games come. So I know where he keep all his pills at. So my plan was to just take all his dang pills. Then I found out also through pill call that he take heart medication too. So I said to myself, okay, I'm going to take his heart medication too. Right now, I'm going to say maybe 3 days will go by, and I learned, see, when you in prison, you ain't got nothing but time but to learn people habits and learn like they patterns and stuff. And I noticed that right before he go to bed, he take this blue pill, and that blue pill is his heart medication, y'all. So, and I know what y'all thinking. Y'all like, Dante, you dead wrong. No. You ain't about to, no. So y'all wasn't in that cell with me. Y'all didn't know what I had to endure and all this spiteful and all this back talking he was giving me. No. So I said, okay, yeah, I got him. So pill call come around right before we have to go on lockdown. So he get his pills, whatever. He's sitting down there drinking coffee, and I'm in the cell, right? So he come in the cell, and I see where he put all his pills at. He put it right under his mattress, right? So he put it in this bottle, this Listerine bottle. So he got all his pills up in there, right? So y'all know what I did. So they lock us up or whatever, and I'ma say it's about 11:15 p.m. So he go under his mattress and he grab his pill bottle, right? I instantly jump down and snatch it from him. He like, man, what you doing? What you doing? I said, no. I was about to cuss. I'm sorry, y'all. I was like, no, N-word. Yeah. This your heart medicine? He like, yeah, man, I need my pill, man. I said, now at this time, y'all, this dude is sweating. I'm not no doctor or nurse or medical advisor, but I'm pretty sure his heart was racing at this time. So he need this pill. He need his heart pill. So he like, man, I need my pill, man. I need my pill. Get my pill. So I'm like, no, N-word, you gonna get out this cell. He like, man, stop playing, man. Hey, man, get my pill, man. Get my pill. Now, as he's saying this, y'all, usually he'll be yelling loud, but I see that he's getting out of breath. And at this time, he's actually got he got his right hand over his chest as if he's having a heart attack. So he like, give my pill, man. I need my pill. So I'm like, no, you gonna get out the cell. He like, man, come on, man. I need my pill. Man, come on, man. Give my pill, please. When he said please, I knew it was serious. So I thought to myself, now this is when the devil come into play. I thought to myself, ever since I got up in this cell, this dude been giving me the 3rd degree, being disrespectful, being nasty towards me, just being spiteful. So I said, you know what? F it. If he die, he die. Y'all remember that on, what was that, Rocky 4 or Rocky 3 with the Russian? F it, if he dies, he dies, right? So at this point, y'all, he's sitting on the bed. He like, please, man, just give my pills, man. I need my pills, please. And I'm actually considering not giving him the pill and letting him just go and take it up with Jesus, right? So I'm like, no, man, you gonna get out? He like, yeah, man, I get out. I got to just get my pill, man. Just please get my pill. I'm like, listen, if I give you this pill, man, you better tell them that you fear for your life and you want to get out this cell, man. And you better not tell them what happened. He like, all right, man, please. I said, all right, man, I'm telling you, if I give you these pills and you don't, yeah, okay. I said, all right, I'm telling you, let you not get out this cell. He like, all right, man, all right, please, I got you, man, come on, please. So I give him the pills, so he hurry up and take the pills. So he laying there, and he all sweating, and he all laying there on his bed. So I guess like 10 minutes go by, and I'm right there sitting on the desk. So he laying there, he like, man, you was gonna kill me, man? I was like, you getting out the cell? And she was like, man, that's messed up, man. All I was just trying to do is just take my pills, man. Why you messing with me for, man? Why you doing this to me? I'm like, dude, ever since I got up in the cell, you the one been nasty towards me. He like, man, I'm just saying, man, that's wrong for you to do that, man. You trying to kill me in here. I'm like, all right, man, whatever, man. So I hop back on my bunk and I lay down, right? While this dude get up and hit the intercom and he like, he trying to kill me. He trying to kill me. Help me. Help. He trying to kill me. Right? So I look over there. I look to my right because he right there. I say, man, what you doing? He like, help me. Help. Now he yelling out. He yelling out, right? Help. He trying to kill me. Help. Everybody like, hey, man, what's going on, man? Hey, what you doing to that old man? Help. Help. He trying to kill me. Guards, help me. Right? It's like 3 guards come up there. He like up on the bars, right? And I'm just sitting on my rack, just looking at him. They like, get back. What's going on? He trying to kill me. Please get me out of here. He trying to kill me. Oh, please help. So they open the cell door, like, what's going on? They come in there. He run out the cell. He like, please, I ain't going back in there. He trying to kill me. They're like, what's going on? You trying to do something to him? I'm like, I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what's going on. He like, he trying to kill me. So the sergeant like, hey, listen, we not doing this today. It's third shift. I'm not going for that. He the old man like, what you mean going for what? No, you act like this ain't your house, man. You can't have no cell to yourself, man. I know what you doing. So he like, no, he took my pills, man. He was trying to kill me. They're like, what you mean he took your pills? He took my pills. See, while he was running his mouth, when he was running his mouth, y'all, I guess he forgot the fact that you supposed to take your pills right then and there. And what he was doing, he was cheeking them. And when I say cheeking them, I'm talking about he was putting it under his tongue or cheeking them. And then he'd take them back to his cell and sell some of the pills, but he would take that heart pill though. So when they seen a bottle of his pills in there, that's contraband, dummy. So they said, so they like, so what's this? Where you get all these pills from? They're my pills, but yeah. So guess what happened, y'all? They end up taking him to the hole. Now, I know that a lot of people wanted me to get some more details, and hopefully this is all the details that y'all wanted and y'all needed. Dude ended up getting sent to the hole. I never seen him after that. I don't know what's going with him, what was going on with him after that. I don't care what is going on with that dude. Also, let me let y'all know something, because a lot of people is getting something misunderstood. I currently charge $100 to promote your YouTube channel, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter. If you got a business, I promote that. If you got any type of products or whatever, I promote that. But you have to email me, okay? I'm going to have my email pinned at the top of the comment section. All right, I charge $100 per video. That's right, $100 per video. When I had that special going for $25 per video, that was around Christmas time that I was showing love, okay? That's not the case. However, again, I charge $100 per video to promote your business or your social media channel, okay? If you, and I'm just saying if you keep spending with me, I will show you some love, all right? If you're looking for legal advice, contact Mitchell Law Firm at 980-329-7568. They specialize in expungements. Make sure you check out the community tab to get more information. Also, my man Jay Stan got a YouTube channel called Controversial Topics with Jay Stan. I'm going to have that link in the comment section, okay? Pinned at the top. Make sure y'all go over there and go check his channel out and subscribe, because he be having some crazy topics, all right? So go check out my man Controversial Topics with Jay Stan.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So you really gonna act like you did not know that there was socks in that carton of cigarettes?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So one of the main questions is, Dante, what should I and what should I not do in prison? Well, let me give y'all a little quick story about what you shouldn't do in prison. And one of the things that you shouldn't do in prison is gamble. Now, I seen this dude. Well, I ain't even gonna say this dude because I know the dude. And if y'all know my prison stories, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about my cousin Gene. Now, my cousin Gene, this dude was a master at card games. Whether it was Tunk, whether it was poker, it did not matter what it was. This dude was just, I don't know. Was this dude counting cards? I don't know that he put oil or lotion or something on the back of the cards, or was he like bending them a little bit for him to know what was the high cards or the aces? I don't know, y'all, to this day. But if Gene to play 100 hands, Gene is going to win 100 hands. Now I'm about to tell y'all about the larceny, deception, and treachery that Gene done did before. Now, he ended up meeting his match in there. And when I say meeting this match, there was a guy that was fairly doing exactly what he was doing. And they were just going back to back, back to back, back to back. But then Gene started losing. Now, at this time, y'all, we had cigarettes. This before they took the tobacco out of the prison. So we had cigarettes, and a carton of cigarettes was worth some money. All right. Now, Gene was doing singles at first. They was doing like 10 here, 15 here, 20 here. And then as the game progressed, they started betting cartons. Now, I knew for a fact that Gene maybe had about 10 cartons in his locker. I knew that for a fact. So while he down there gambling, you know, me and Gene was partners. So, well, cellmates, if you know. So when he started losing, he'd tell me to go upstairs, you know, go grab a carton of cigarettes or go grab this or go grab that. So I go up there and I go get it. Now, I'm going to say on my 5th trip to go getting stuff for him that he owed, I noticed he only had 1 carton left, right? So when I get down there, I tell him, like, you know, I pull him to the side and I'm telling him, like, hey, you know, you only got 1 carton left. So let me tell y'all what Gene tell me to do. He say, all right, check this out, cuz. I want you to take all them cigarettes out and I want you to put socks in them. And I said, what? He said, yeah, don't worry about it, cuz I got this. I said, hold up. You want me to go to your locker, take all of the cigarettes out and put socks in them? He was like, yeah, just go do it. Trust me. Now, y'all, at this time, Gene lost like 4 cartons, and he lost like 20 ramen noodles, maybe 10 sodas, or I don't know what y'all call it, soda, pops, or drink. But he done lost about 20 Mountain Dews, a couple of honey buns, and a lot of Reese's Pieces. Well, a lot of Reese cups, you know, the 2-pack. So all this stuff is piled up over here on the left side of this dude that he gambling with. So I go upstairs and I go get it. Now, I do exactly what he told me to do. When I got in the cell, I took all the cigarettes out and I put them in a plastic bag and put it in my locker. And I filled the empty Newport carton up with bought up socks. So then I come downstairs and Gene like, okay, look, I got this. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go. So I don't know what bet Gene betted. It had to be like a 2-for-1 type of thing, because I guess dude wanted to quit. Like he felt like he won enough and he just wanted to leave. But y'all know, if y'all been listening to my prison stories, y'all know Gene is one of them type of dudes that's real aggressive, and he try to impose his will onto you. Like if you want to not like a Debo type of thing. Well, I guess, yeah. I guess he do try to do the Debo tactic, because he'd keep hounding you. Like when dude was all like, yeah, I'm done, or whatever. He'd be like, no, man, come on, man. You gonna just run with the money like that? Come on, man. You took everything that I got, man. Come on, man. And he'd get aggressive. You know, Gene was a big dude, a really big dude. And okay, let me give y'all the comparisons. Gene was about 6'2", maybe 280, 290, and just big. And this dude was like maybe 6 foot, maybe 180, if that. So, you know, that's the size difference. And yes, in this case, size did matter, because Gene could fight. I never seen dude fight before, but doing the comparisons and me knowing Gene, I think Gene would have whooped him bad. And I'm thinking dude felt that static too. That's why he was inclined to keep betting. So Gene got the cigarettes, and with a carton of cigarettes, and he got him right there like, all right, let's go. So they do a bet. Now, Gene loses the bet, and the dude take the carton, and he like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Right? So dude have his homeboy come over there and help him get all the commissary and go to his room. Right? So Gene hit the table and got to using profanity. You know, he was saying the God word and, man, this some bull, and y'all know what I mean. I can't cuss because, you know, YouTube policies. So me and him go up to the cell, and I was like, Gene, man. He was like, what, cuz, what? I was like, man, he gonna find out about them. He was like, man, I don't give a F about that dude, man. So what if he find out? I don't care. So what he gonna do? He can't whoop me. He can't whoop me if he want to go to the night play. We can do that all day. I ain't tripping. Well, I don't care. So I was like, all right. So I leave out the cell. About 3 days will go by, and I was on the phone downstairs, and the dude was like right next to me, and he was like motioning to me like he wanted to talk to me. So I'm talking to my girl, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, I need to talk to you. I'm like, what is it about? He like, I just talk to you when we get off the phone. I'm like, all right. So I'm talking to my girl, and we eventually get off the phone. So I go over there to him, like, what's up? He like, hey, bro, where your cousin at? Now, Gene at this time was on a visit. My auntie came to visit him, his mama. So I'm like, I think he on a visit or something. He was like, hey, could you ask him, did he like make a mistake and give me the wrong box, like the wrong cigarette box? Now, me, instantly, I know exactly what he's talking about, because I the one took the cigarettes out and put the socks in there. So I'm like, what you mean? He was like, so basically when I was going through the cigarettes the other day, it was a bunch of socks in one of the cartons. And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, man. And it was dirty socks too. He giggled that. He was like, yeah, they was dirty socks too. I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's odd. So I was like, well, yeah, I'll holler at him, but we'll see. He like, all right, bro, I appreciate that. Just tell him, like, you know, to just give me another pack, and I ain't really tripping off it. It could have been an honest mistake. So I said, all right, I'll holler at him. And he said, all right, bro. We dapped it up, and he walked off. I know full well that Gene don't give two craps about what I'm about to tell him when he come back from this visit. So Gene come back to the pod, and he all happy. He like, yeah, man. Everything looking good, man. My lawyer talking about they about to file this motion, man. I'm finna get out of here. I'm about to get out of here. Long story short, y'all, he ain't going nowhere at all. He ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna let y'all know that. So I'm like, hey, Gene. He like, what's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? I said, hey, you know, dude that he was gambling with the other day. He was like, yeah, what about him? I said, he found out about the socks. He was like, okay, yeah, what he gonna do? Now, at this point, y'all, me and Gene is right here by the control booth, like right by the door, like the exit door. Now, dude could hear what Gene said. I know he heard what he said, because he was like in the middle of the day room. So I know that he said it, and Gene said it loud enough. He ain't whispering. He was like, okay, what he gonna do, man? And I was like, okay, well, you know, that's what he said. He approached me with it, and he wanted me to talk to you about it. He was like, man. And when he said, man, he looked over at dude way, and dude looked away. He was like, man, I ain't worried about that, man. Anyway, yeah, cuz I'm about to get up out of here, man. I ain't worried about none of that, man. So after that, Gene was like, man, anyway, I'm about to go upstairs, take me a nap, man. So Gene go upstairs and go get in the cell and go lay down. So I'm gonna say about maybe about 20 minutes will pass, and dude walked up to me. He was like, hey, did you talk to your cousin? Now listen, y'all, I know that he heard Gene say what he said. I was like, yeah, I talked to him, but he said that he ain't got nothing to do with that. And he was like, what you mean? He said that he ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, he said he don't know what you're talking about. He said that, you know, he gave you the cigarettes, and why did you wait for the next? And right when I said that, Gene came out of nowhere. When I say out of nowhere, I'm talking about this dude just popped up out of nowhere. And he was like, hey, man, hey, don't be talking to my cousin Dante like that, questioning about some stupid cigarettes and some dang socks. What type of time you on? I'm talking about Gene just came out of nowhere barking on the dude, and the dude was like, no, man, I was just saying that, man, them cigarettes you gave me, they were bold. They was bold. He was like, what you mean that was bold, man? What you mean? We played and I gave you the cigarettes. And he was like, no, what I'm saying was, when I looked in the carton, it was socks in there. Gene was like, dude, that was 3 days ago. And now you want to bring this up now? Why you ain't say nothing when you got the day? Now listen, at this time, y'all, everybody is watching. This is entertainment. So everybody watching. He like, yeah, you should have said something, man. I mean, get out of here with that dump, man. Ain't nobody trying to play you on those cigarettes, man. I'm too rich for that, man. I got money. Me and my homeboy Dante got money up in here, man. I ain't tripping off that, man. So come on, cuz, man. I ain't trying to hear that. So then dude was like, man, I'm just saying, man, that's a carton of cigarettes, man, and I ain't trying to take no loss on that. He was like, what you mean you ain't trying to take no loss? What exactly do you mean you ain't trying to take no loss? Man, get up out of here. If you ain't gonna beat my A, I know you ain't gonna do that. So what you saying? What you want? And dude was like, man, I'm just saying, man, I don't want. He like, what you mean you just saying what? Like what? So one of the dude homeboy come over there and like get by dude and like, hey, y'all calm down, man, chill, y'all making the pie hot. And Gene like, man, I don't give a fuck about the pie being hot. I'll beat your too. Now when Gene said that, the dude like was like, man, dog, he like had it. He was like looking down, shaking his head like, man, Big Gene, I ain't trying to go there with you, man. I'm just saying, man, we just came off a lockdown and we ain't trying to go. He was like, well, you better talk to your boy. Now, I'm pretty sure dude already told his homeboy how Gene tried to play him with them cigarettes. So he like, you better talk to your boy. So he talking about some cigarettes and socks. Man, I don't know what he talking about, man. You better go with them games, man. So dude like, hey, listen, man, let y'all just chill. He was like, no, don't tell me to chill. Tell your homeboy to chill before I do something to him. So the dude was like, man, you know what, man, forget it. All right, man, forget it. Then Gene was like, yeah, you better forget it. So then Gene go back upstairs. Now the dude is sitting at the table and he just like, y'all know when somebody is like anticipating something or nervous or whatever, they like tapping their feet or like moving their leg like real fast or whatever. That's what dude was doing. And so his homeboy came over there and I don't know what they was talking about, but then the dude was like, no, man, bro, I ain't letting it go, man. I'm not letting it go. No, man, that's a carton of cigarettes, bro, man. No, he ain't finna beat me out of no, man. he like, man, bro, something. Like I said, I really couldn't hear exactly what was said, but I heard when dude was saying he ain't about to beat me out no carton of cigarettes. So then we gonna fast forward to 3 days later. Now, Gene got some money in or whatever, and no. Not 3 days. Let's fast forward to 5 days later. On the third day, Gene got some money. I think he got like $70. So Friday was store day. Now, Gene went to the store and got him 2 cartons of cigarettes, and I think he got, if I'm not mistaken, like 5 packs of summer sausage and that nacho cheese. And dude was standing right there at the door. He was like, hey, Gene, can I talk to you? And Gene was like, man, what's up, man? What's up, man? And he was like, hey, my bad about them carton cigarettes, but that was on me. I should have just checked, because you right, bro. Somebody else could have gave me that. And, I just want to apologize to you, because, I accused you, and it could have came to anybody, because I was winning carton cigarettes. But let me tell y'all something. Dude knew Gene did that. Come on, y'all. We knew. So Gene was like, oh, okay. I was just saying, dog, because, I want to try to play you like that. But, I mean, if you want to gamble, we can gamble some more. And dude was like, oh, okay, yeah. You want to play tunk or poker? He was like, yeah. Let me go put this stuff up right quick and we can play. So then Gene come back down like 30 minutes later, and they at the table gambling. So Gene and him is going at it, back and forth. Same program. So Gene, let me tell y'all how foul Gene is. Now, there's a thing in a penitentiary where when you get this lotion, right? So you get lotion. Now, we all know that the lotion is filled up like 80%, like at the top, 80% at the top. So here we go again. Gene is playing this dude, and they going back and forth, and this dude's starting to win. Now, this time, Gene didn't get beat down to everything, but one of the items that Gene owed dude was a bottle of Jergens lotion. So why Gene go upstairs, right? At this time, I'm doing a cook up in the cell. Gene come in there, and he like, hey, cuz, hand me that lotion right there. It was a new bottle of lotion. So I gave it to him. It was his anyway. So he busted open, and he got another bottle, one of his other bottles, and put like, I want to say half of the lotion in the other used bottle, and filled it up with water. And also it's like 30% water and maybe 50% lotion. He like shook it up and closed it up and left out the cell. So I'm like, man, what's that all about? So he go down there, and they at the table, and I guess maybe like 1 minute later, Gene coming back up the stairs, and all I hear is, man, I ain't going for that. I ain't going for it. No, man, forget all that, man. No, I'm tired of this dude trying to play me. This dude trying to play me, man, on his lotion. Right when I heard him say lotion, I already knew what Gene did. Gene done betted lotion with this dude, and Gene supposed to gave him a brand new bottle. But y'all know Gene just got deception. He got trickery and all that in his heart. So this dude came upstairs, switched the lotion bottle out, and put 30% water in here, like this dude was not gonna know, right? We gonna end the story right there.
If you're looking for legal advice, contact Mitchell Law Firm at 980-329-7568. They specialize in expungements. Make sure you check out the community tab to get more information. Also, my man Jay Stan got a YouTube channel called Controversial Topics with Jay Stan. I'm going to have that link in the comment section, okay? Pinned at the top. Make sure y'all go over there and go check his channel out and subscribe, because he be having some crazy topics, all right? So go check out my man Controversial Topics with Jay Stan.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
I was about maybe 5 months into my bid when this dude named Donnie came through. Now, Donnie was about maybe 5'2", about 120, 125 pounds. And me looking at him, he looked like he was about 18, 19 years old. Little short dude, skinny dude. So I walked up to him because we was in the bullpen at this time. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Where you from? He was like, oh, I'm from Flint. I said, are you from Flint? What side? He was like, I'm from the north side, but I be in the Regencies. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what you do to get up in here, man? You look like you supposed to be in high school or middle school or something. So he kind of giggled. He was like, yeah, man, I just got caught up with some girl stuff, man. I was like, girl stuff? Like what? He was like, man, so I met these white girls at the mall, and right when he said white girls, I'm like, oh, here we go. So he was like, I met these white girls at the mall, and, you know, me being 20 years old, I'm thinking these girls is like 18, 19. So when he said that, red flags just started shooting off. So I'm like, okay. I said, so what happened? He was like, so I met these white girls, and they from Owasso. And now, if anybody from Flint, Michigan know, Owasso is maybe, when you go down Corona Road, and just take Corona Road all the way out, you'll end up in Owasso. So you might be driving maybe about 20 minutes from Linden Road, from Linden Road to get to Corona. So about 20 minutes. So he said he meet them at the mall, and they exchange numbers, and he hollering at them, and they talking for about a week on the phone. He talking to two chicks, two white girls from Owasso. So, let me let y'all know too. This dude Donnie is African American. So so we just talking, and you know, I even talked to their mom on the phone, and she said I can come through. So he said he went out there one day, and he met the mama, and everything was good. So he assuming that these chicks is 18 and over, because the mama didn't say nothing. And to be fair, this dude looked like he probably about 16, 17. So he said he kicking it with them, and it's getting late now. So the mama tell him that, okay, you gotta go. So when the mama tell him that he gotta go, the girls tell him like, okay, just pull down the street and cut your lights off, and then just walk back up here, and we're gonna open the bedroom door. You can come through. So he thinking like, okay, bet that's what it is. So the mama said, okay, it's time to go. He tell the mama, okay, I see you later or whatever. He get in his car, he go down the street, he cut the light off, and he do exactly what the chicks told him to do. So he get to the window, right? He knock on the door. Tap on the window. They let him in. At this time, it's about maybe 10:30 p.m. at night. So he in the room with one of the chicks, right? I'm not going to get the girls' names, not the girls' names, but I'm not going to tell y'all the girls' ages, but I'm going to tell y'all this, though. These girls one was 16 and one was, I believe, 14 at the time. So, and remember, y'all, he's 20. So I guess they end up messing around, like the 14-year-old, him and the 14-year-old end up messing around, and that was that, right? So he ended up leaving about 12 o'clock. Oh, and keep in mind, the 16 and 14-year-old, they are not sisters, they just friends. So he ended up leaving after he ended up messing around with the girl, right?
So he get out the window, he leaves. Now, they talk normal as the days progress, like maybe 3 or 4 days will go by. And he's talking to them like regular, like regular. So then the 14-year-old mama calls him and she like, hey, are you dating my daughter? And he like, no, we're not dating. We're like friends. And she was like, oh, okay. So she hang the phone up. Then the other mama called, the 16-year-old. Then she called his phone and she like, hey, are you dating my daughter, or y'all sleeping together, anything? He like, no, we just cool. She like, this is the guy that came out here the other day, right? He was like, yeah. He thinking nothing's going. He like, why is she asking me these questions? So she hang up. So about a couple hours to go by, it's like 5 o'clock now. So the first mama called the phone, the 14-year-old mama, and then the 16-year-old mama is on the three-way with a detective. And so they just ask him. Now the detective ain't saying nothing. He quiet. So they just grilling him like, so how old are you and where do you live and like what is your intention with our daughters and all this and that. And he telling them like, yeah, I'm 20 years old and I stay on such and such street and me and your daughters are just friends. And so they asked like, have you slept with, this one or that one? And he said, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I did sleep with so-and-so. He slept with the 14-year-old. So after that, maybe about 40 minutes will go by. Now at this time, he done left and went to the corner store to get something. His grandma, because he was staying with his granny, his grandma calls him in a panic. Like, hey, Donnie, where are you? It's detectives here looking for you. He like, why they looking for me? She like, they talking about you, the hard R word. Where just do this? They said that you did the unthinkable to some girl. He like, what? Now, y'all know what the unthinkable is. She like, yeah, you need to come home right now. He like, Grandma, what? And so the detective grabbed the phone like, hey, Donnie, where are you? He like, I'm at the store. They like, hey, you need to come home right now because we need to talk to you right now. He like, what's going on? The detective's like, listen, wherever you at, you just need to come to the house right now, so because we need to talk. So he like, all right, okay, here I come. So about 10 minutes to go by, and here come Donnie. As soon as Donnie touched his door, they came through. Get out, Flint police, get out. So they end up snatching him up, putting their handcuffs on him, and reading him his rights. Throw him in the back of the patrol car and take him down to Flint City lockup. Now when he get down there, they telling him like, yeah, you done went out there to Owasso. You out here doing the unthinkable with these underage white girls and all this and that. And he like, what you mean? I did the unthinkable. They like, yeah, you had no business being out there in Owasso, and how you gonna go out there and all this, right? So basically what was told to the detectives was that when the mama told him to leave, he came back, went to the window, pulled out the sword of justice, and told the other girl to be quiet while he while he do the unthinkable to the other girl, and then he leave. That didn't happen. What happened was, how all this stuff blew up was that so after he messed around with the girl, right, and he left, like, they went to school, and the girl, I guess, was jealous. The older girl was jealous, and they got into it or whatever, and she ended up telling the principal what happened. Like, yeah, the other day we was at my house, and this black guy basically broke into the house when my mama told him to leave, and he did the unthinkable to blah, 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 trying to get her in trouble. It's like, why you ain't tell?
the girl that got the unthinkable supposedly happened to her, why she didn't tell. So it was a whole bunch of mess, just a whole ruckus, right? Her mama pressing charges, and now here we are in the bullpen. So Lil Donnie telling me like, so what you think is gonna happen to me? I'm like, well, I'm gonna be real with you. With these type of charges, these are what you call bad charges, and this is real frowned upon. But I mean, some dudes in here might look at it as what it is. They might be like, oh, they might can see through it and be like, oh yeah, they set them up, they set you up, and they might just leave it alone. But then again, now that's rare. Then again, you might got cats in here that's going to be like, man, forget all that. He on a bad charge, so we gon' get his head right. We gon' tighten him up. They're gonna probably have you call back home to grandma or your family members for you to get them money. They might soft press you, meaning, hey, give us, put this money on the Cash App every week, every month, so we can protect you, or get us these items on commissary every time it's store day. That's the soft press. And so we won't beat you up. Or you might get some cats that, that'd be like, man, since you got bad charges, so we just gonna beat you up, take advantage of you, and it is what it is. Everybody, and it's crazy because in prison it's like everybody have their motive. And you would think that after the judge sentenced you for what you did, that, that's just what it is. But nah, it's cats that's in there miserable. And even if because I don't know, Dante don't know if dude innocent or guilty. I'm just taking him for his word of what he told me. So I don't know what he did. Okay, I don't know if he really did the unthinkable or not. Matter of fact, y'all heard me tell the story. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all think Lil Donnie innocent or he guilty. Because I don't know. Because you will hear stories like, I'm innocent. Most cats that's in prison, even me, would say I was innocent, but knowing I was guilty. So y'all let me know in the comment section if Lil Donnie innocent or guilty. Now, I'm just thinking about something, y'all. I wonder what happened to him. Because I remember, see, Jackson Reception Center is where you first go. It's like a quarantine when you get locked up in Michigan in the state prison. It's like a quarantine where you just be there and, they explaining you the rules. It's like the first stop. You can do your entire bid there, but it just really all depends though. But I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened to dude. But if he's innocent and he just got caught up, then I pray that nothing happened to him. But hey, prison is unpredictable, man. It's real unpredictable. So, hey, y'all stay safe out there.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
There was this older cat by the name of Sam that I was locked up with. He was from Detroit. And, he was one of them quiet dudes that you knew that didn't play no type of games at all. Like he had this seriousness about him. And, didn't nobody really talk to him at all. So when I was in there, I guess it was maybe my 8th or 9th day up in there. And he walked up to me and he was like, hey, you want your boiled eggs? Now, you get 2 boiled eggs every day for breakfast, okay? You get 2 boiled eggs, some hard toast, and some frozen apples. So, well, when I say frozen apples, apple slices. So Dante loved his boiled eggs. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat these. He like, well, can I trade you off something? Like 2 or 3 juices? Oh, so this right here, y'all, actually started me having that nickname Juice Man. So I might as well tell y'all the story about me being a juice man. So this is a side story. So when I got locked up, I didn't have no support or anything. So I had to get a quick hustle. And my hustle was every time, okay, y'all remember in elementary, they would give you all these little juices. Like it'd be a little plastic cup and it had like styrofoam over it. And it'd be like apple juice or orange juice. Well, they used to give us those. So what I would do, I would just save mine. So in reality, I could get 3 a day. So what I would do is just save mine 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I have about 15 in 5 days. So if I see like a tray that I'm on, I go to somebody like, hey, let me give you these 5 juices for your tray or something like that. Or I'll be like, hey, let me give you 3 of these juices for a honey bun. So that's how I was making my way and get what I wanted up in when I was locked up. So that's a, you know, that's a side story. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, give me 3 juices. And he was like, I bet. So we did that for a couple of days. So you remember I tell y'all that it's not polite to ask cats what they in there for? So I was curious why he was locked up. So I asked him like a week later, because we started kicking it. We used to talk about sports and stuff, and everybody know Dante don't give 2 craps about sports. But when you locked up, everything is exciting. So we having this debate about who the best between LeBron and Jordan. Let me know in the comment section right quick, who do y'all think is the best between LeBron and Jordan? Me, I'm going to keep it a bean. Shout out to my Philly cats. I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm rolling with LeBron. Let me know who y'all rolling with. So we talking about sports, talking about LeBron and Jordan. And I asked him like, hey man, what you in here locked up for? Now, at this time, before I said that, you know, we was just smiling and laughing and lightweight arguing, like playfully arguing. When I asked him what he was locked up for, y'all, it's like usually he walk around with his face that's turned up. And like he just got this face that looked like he just don't play. This was the first time that I ever seen this man somewhat have a normal look on his face. But it was like a sad look. So when I asked him that, I could instantly see he was bothered by that. So he was like, man. So I ended up getting a settlement for $20,000. And I was back behind on child support. So when I was locked up, I had my daughter put the money, well, I had my lawyer put the money in my daughter's account so she could post my bond. So long story short, her boyfriend ended up getting a hold of her debit card and basically drained the account over 3 days. So he said while he was locked up for child support, and remember y'all, he owed back child support, which was like, what, 30, 40,000, something like that. But his daughter was 19 years old. So, but he still owed that arrearage. So what happened was the people picked him up. I think his bond was like 10,000, but you know, you pay 10%. So his bond was 1,000. So his daughter personally got him out. Long story short, her boyfriend ended up getting a hold of her debit card and just ran it up. Now, one would say, like, dang, he ran up 20 stacks that quick. Man, hey, listen, Dante can spend 20,000 probably in 10 minutes, especially dealing with your social media, paying for ads, paying for promotion. But this cat probably, you know, party bought Gucci belts, Jordans, and crap like that. So dude on the phone with his daughter like, yo, when you gonna get me out? Like, come on, what's up?
she don't want to tell Pops that her boyfriend spent that bread. So eventually his sister ended up getting him out after 2 weeks. As soon as he get out, he goes straight to his daughter's house. He knock on the door. Yo, what's going on, daughter? Why you leave me in there like that? Why you answering the phone? I need my money, man. Come on, let's go to the bank. Man, Dad, I gotta tell you something. First thing he think to himself, like, man, come on, man. Don't tell me no bad news. Where my money at? Dad, I gotta tell you something. What is it? Man, my boyfriend, he took the money. Okay, he took the money, like what, like $500 or something? No, Dad, he took all of the money, like it ain't nothing left. He like took it all. Where he at? Man, Dad, he gone. He gone. Me and him got into it a couple days ago, and he left. He gone, Dad. Man, where did blah stay at? Where he stay at? Come on, Dad, don't do nothing crazy. No, F all that. He gonna take my money? Oh no. So they end up getting in the car, and she end up taking him to the boyfriend house. Pops get out, banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Dude answer the door. Pops like, yo, I don't want to hear nothing, but I'm about to go grab your money. Dude, he like one of them silly dudes, one of them so-called thug type dudes, right? That ain't never fought a day in his life, but he tote that pistol around, right? So he like, man, get out of here, bro. And he tried to close the door. Big mistake. As soon as he tried to close the door, Pops burst through the door. And before you know it, Pop's hands was around her ex-boyfriend throat, right? Well, we're gonna just, I'm just leave it right there, because he did not stop. Let's put it this way. He did not let his hands go off him around old dude's neck. And well, old dude ended up expiring right there in his doorway. So he ended up going to trial for this and whatever. They hit him with a plea deal. They tried to give him the second degree because he didn't go over there to, unalive this dude. He went over there to confront him and whatever the case may be, whatever it is. So they hit him with the second degree. So with the second degree, he ended up getting 15 to 20. Now, he in there with me. So I'm listening to the story, and I'm like, yeah, that's messed up. So I asked him, I was like, so, I mean, do you like regret it? He was like, bro, that 20,000 wasn't worth me getting locked up. It wasn't, man. And right there, I knew that he had remorse. Y'all check this out. Dude was about 50 years old. Dude that I'm talking about right now, he ain't getting out till he about 65 years old. And I know $20,000 may seem like a lot, but even if you worked at McDonald's or something like that, you go there working for that year, you can make about 20,000. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes money cloud people's judgment. And I know $20,000 is a lot, especially in today's time, because food prices is all the way up. Gas prices is all the way up. My consumer's energy bill, right? I got to pay minimum, dang near $500 a month. Water bill, $300. Cable bill, $215. I mean, just the minimum. You know what I'm saying? So I get that it's hard out here. And really what I want to say, number one, people should not be taking things for people that they know this ain't theirs. Did her boyfriend have it coming? I don't promote violence, but
yo, he had it coming. Should he have lost his life? No. But he did have something coming. But I don't think he should have lost his life. But at the same time, you can't, like I tell y'all all the time, you can't tell another man how to program. But in this case, dude that I'm talking about this story that I was talking to, he regretted it. He said it himself. Like, I wish I just never even went over there. I should have just let it go. But when you caught up in the middle of it and you win it, you win it. So for you cats out there that might find yourselves in a similar predicament where there's some money being missing or somebody done screwed you over. Now, like I said again, 20,000 is a lot. But at the same time, it's 20,000 worth you going to prison for 15, 20 years or maybe even life without parole. So you got to think about that, because life is short, man. It's short. The scriptures tells us that life is like a whisper. One minute you here, the next minute you gone. And since we ain't got that much time on this earth, man, you don't want to live out the remainder of your days in a jail cell. So with that, y'all take care of yourselves and tread lightly on this earth. And with that, I'm out.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.